It is weird to see this tier list and you and us in the same room, but I'm doing well. Just to answer your question, I'm doing well.
Weird things have happened, I'm sure.
Can't yoink your twist now.
Oh no. I mean, you could yoink this video, but I don't know how that's gonna work out for you. So you
I
have to get
yoinked
creative.
it by taking this, and then I put someone else on my video. And
Yeah.
this.
On top of my face, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to together take a look at all of these sets and just rank them how we see fit. Alright, so let's go ahead and start at the very start of the inception of Overdress with the start decks. So this specifically is going to be the first 5 start decks, the one for Nirvana, Bruce, Bastion, Magnolia, and Prison, that basically just had their units, a couple of supporting units and triggers, and that was about it. How impactful are we thinking this one was?
Probably say super impactful because that's what people were using to understand the game. We actually see these boss cards over and over again, so there's, it makes sense to me for it to be a good beginner set and a good impactful one too.
Unfortunately, I think it's one of the best deck products to the date that we have for standard.
It was cheap too.
Yeah, it was it's the cheapest deck product we've had as well. So then after that, we had the actual genesis of Overdress with Genesis of the 5 Greats. This was the very first Overdress set that, of course, gave us the Overtrigger. It gave us the new PGs that are units that are based on the number of cards in hand. This is the start of Zorga, Hexorb, Orphis, Baromagus as decks that were available, as well as providing support for the existing start decks that we just went over. What do we think about this one?
It sucks that Baromagus in it.
All right. I will argue that it was the best because it has Baromagus in it.
Can we make its own tier because Baromagus in it has like its own
You do
tier
know
for it.
Zorga's in this, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason we have to keep it up there. No, I'm just messing. No, it's a good set. Honestly, with it having the new perfect guards, which everyone needed. Actually, this set became so impactful that it got overpriced. That's how much this product got bought, and everyone needed everything from it. The triggers, the PGs, the boss cards. Like, this was a very, in a way, inflated set. I remember when I was opening for it, like a week or two passed, and the prices just went like... And I was like...
Then, next up, we have ourselves the Festival Collection 2021. I actually recently did an opening for this on the channel. Yeah, this Festival Collection was very interesting because, especially compared to the ones we have today, the one that's coming out this week, where it is just like the hottest product that's ever been printed and it just flies off the shelves and it has all these crazy impactful cards. This set really had 5 cards that were new to the game, but I don't think even at the time they saw any play, and it was mainly full of super high rarity of cards that were in the trial deck. So any of the common cards were triple rare, and also super shiny SP versions, frameless, beautiful cards of the trial deck ride line, and also their triggers.
The one thing they did right with the set was that they introduced the full arts for the triggers and the ride line, and that is something we have yet to see basically since then. Except for Lyrical Set 1, because they had the LSPs or LSRs, whatever they're called, with the full art. And those also came with the full art triggers. But those are the only 2 times we've seen that happen, and I'm not gonna lie, I really missed that because Vanguard art is so beautiful. And like I said, that's the only thing the set did right. I will say the other stuff about it was a little lackluster. It was exciting because, like, oh, I have my trial deck and I can upgrade it, and then I could upgrade my ride line. It was cool and all, but they needed to put, like, I guess more stuff in it to keep it actually worth buying. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have yet to open a single pack from this set for the very reason of why would I? Like, I have no reason to, aside from wanting to open an SP, but I could just literally go online and just get a single instead, and that's in this situation. It would be cheaper to do that by like a long run.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I do remember trying to get this set, specifically trying to get, I think maybe the best out of the new cards here, which was the Kusi, the Circaia Grade 1, that's like 15k.
I forgot about that card. The card became so irrelevant after set 3.
Yep. But when this came out, it was like
that
playable.
is one of the cards, yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, not a good set. Would you be interested if maybe if Bushiroad, in their infinite wisdom, in maybe the future or their closer future, they release a set that's similar to this, that's just full of like rarity bumps for a bunch of cards and SPs, but it has like no new cards.
I think if they did what they did just now in Shadowverse, where they have a whole set dedicated to completely different alt arts of the same cards that have been already out, that would be cool. So like a Nirvana, but just completely changed. Like it's like a winter edition instead of like a fire edition, but it's still Nirvana. Right. Or like, you know, just stuff like that, something unique. Because like Shadowverse just did something like this, and it was actually really like hype because like they're the same exact units, they're reprints, they're full arts, they're SPs, they're pretty, whatever, but they're literally but they're just reprints. But they're so exciting because it's a completely new art of all of them. I think something like that would be cool. And I think, yeah, like that would be a really cool way. But the issue, like I said, if they do something like as if it's for like this set, like for example, if the cards are for like these, I personally might not be as interested. But I think for nostalgic purposes, other people would be like a lot. Like imagine like a Bear Magnus, but he's in like a swimsuit. Like think about it. You know, he's got his trunks on. He's about to go swimming. It would be really cool. Or like they do the same thing with Rexorb or Zorga or Nirvana, but they put Nirvana with like cute little animals and all that stuff because it's a bird, obviously. Yeah. You know, just stuff like that. I think that would be a really cool. It doesn't have to be swimsuit edition. It could be a winter style. It could be like some kind of specific thing where it's like a certain like holiday or something. I think something like that would be cool because then people can have the nostalgia of having their favorite unit from the beginning of D, and they could also have a reprint on top of that in a sense. But I think personally it might be a little bit better for like maybe Divine, like they do a reprint of Divine, like the Divine cards, but they do them with all the special alt arts, and they all have completely different looks and everything. I think that would be a better thing to do, and maybe this could be like a 10-year anniversary thing that they could do.
Jumping off this, I believe it was the same exact day we got Lyrical 1.
I think it was a week apart.
It was a week apart? Okay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. It was like that dropped, and the next week the LBTO1 dropped.
Okay, yeah, that probably makes sense. But this is apparently the set that I apparently get flack for saying that it wasn't impactful for.
It has a cat in it! It has the PGs and triggers. It's the same argument as BTO1!
So this set, I will say it is actually impactful because this set,
I'm pretty sure specifically this set that caused, or at least it's led to the discussion of the 8 max... No, the 8 max triggers rule that we have now, because when this released in Japan, everyone's playing like 16 crits because they had access to 16 crits in those decks. Yeah, and then you can do that in the cat as well. And then right before this set came out, they decided to update the rule. Like, no, you just can't do that. That ain't right.
Yeah, because people started thinking about Zorga too, and then Bruce was like a conversation. It kind of like started with like Loista and Vulnerable, and like that's like, and then like you were saying, like every deck was playing basically 12 to 16 gear triggers. It started getting real bad. So they, especially since the Vulnerable had the guard restricts, so you just check 2 crits and you're dead, and it just increased the chance of that happening. So they definitely have to cut back, which is kind of funny. We still to this day have yet to go back. I don't think we're going to go back, but it is interesting that since then we've been honestly, I don't even miss it. I know that sounds weird, but I'm actually very okay with there being just 8 crits. Like crits are very game swaying, you know, so I think it's good to keep them at 8.
So another thing about this set, which is why I usually give it flack for, is that this set sold like horribly in the market, and even to this day it is the cheapest Vanguard set you can find, typically for like 20. Alright, someday we'll get the audio for that, right? How's everyone doing today on this decent enough Tuesday? I am doing okay, I guess. Not really get a lot of sleep last night, so if I look like crap, it is totally because of that and nothing else, right? Yes, indeed, here I am. But I don't know if I ever got to thank you, but Beanies, but Beanies. For translating on that one stream, one of those 3 streams on that day, when the new Barrel Magus was revealed. I don't remember if I thanked you enough, but thank you a lot. That stream would not have worked if you had not been there. Unless I'm mistaking you for someone else, then disregard. I'm pretty sure it was you. Looking good. Looking for a stand for remote play? A stand? I mean, you don't really need a stand per se. You can just put together boxes and all that jazz. There's a lot of creative ways people have got around to like do that stuff. The easiest way to do it, honestly, is to just play on the floor. Prop up my fan real quick. Because we're standing again today, which is great. Have a standing mat now, so I can like stand and like do stuff. So pretty fun. Let me just move around. So now my feet won't hurt as much. Like in card capital, yeah, I guess so. Oh, cool. Our battery's low. All right, never mind. You're not gonna be able to use it. Alright, we're gonna go back to these. Not put them on because I will sweat profusely. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's see. Music's still playing. Music's still playing. Alright, everything's still good. Alright. Hard to rant while sitting down. Yeah, I did that once with someone at one of my card shops, and not so much by choice because like they spilled some water on like his side as he was getting to sit. So as we were waiting for him to clean it down, we're like, fuck it, let's just fight standing up, right? Like they do in the anime, bro. That was fun. See the worlds where all the matches are standing and they all have AR. I don't even need the AR per se because I know that's a bit much, but just standing, yeah, I wish they would do that. That would be really sick. We had Pepsi spilling tragedy not too long ago. Yeah, it was something similar to that essentially. One sentence about I'm never gonna be able to say this thing's name right. Alequilibra, I think. He hits like a nuke. Yeah, that seems to be the contestant. I haven't looked at the cards. I've just made the slides. I saw the episode, so I know the general gist, but I haven't seen the like logistics of it, right? Yeah, well then affected, but some poor fool. Some poor fool was mad that day. Poor fool, yeah, I don't blame him. Standing is healthy, yes indeed. Alright, we'll get right into it. So we'll talk about Ale. Thank God for typing it in the chat, because I'm not. Alequilibria here. Alequilibria. Sounds very, like, interesting. We'll talk about that today. We have a lot of things to talk about, to be honest. A billion different things, so we'll try and get through all of them. And maybe get to do some testing. We have some BCS news. We'll go over that. We'll talk a bit about the anime and some of the interesting things that came out of that. We have a new deck product coming in English, so we'll touch on that a bit. And some other things as well that I just didn't add at the beginning here. But before we do that, as per usual, we will take a look at the cards of the day. We have a couple of interesting ones here, because the first one is actually a MyGo promo card. Called an Alchemist? He doesn't really look like an alchemist to me. Yeah, the divine skill does indeed leave a lot to be desired. That's my really only issue with the deck, honestly, is that the divine skill could have done a lot more, and in general I feel like they're not utilizing divine skills well enough. My opinion, divine skill should have been a bigger sort of blowout thing that warrants them being only once per game, but honestly we've yet to really see that, aside from Raziel, Varga. That's about it, I think. Those are the only ones. So, still Zorga's Stitch? What does Zorga have? What does Zorga have, and why does he have it, and why can we remove it from Zorga so that he has nothing? But Alchemagic. Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, so we have Panorama here, which is the normal order. for Mygo specifically. It's a music card. So after you play this, it goes on rear, and then you energy blast 3, look at the top 5, choose a Mygo, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. You can't see it because I'm blocking it, so you'll see it here, but this is actually a grade 1 music. So I talked with some of the Mygo specialists in the Discord, and it seems like the general consensus is that we'll be, or you'll be cutting the other grade 1 order, possibly, and playing this instead. But I think the ride line specifically asked for the other music card. If that's the case, then yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do. But this is obviously way better than maybe calling out that one Cryak chick. But she does give you soul, which you desperately need, and you have no other way to generate soul. So I don't know. Overall, it's a good card, but how you find space for it, you're gonna have to figure that out. Is still better, I think. Yeah, it more than likely is, right? Because it's a draw 2. It gives you soul. You don't really have any other way to generate soul, right? Other than Persona Ride. But this does give you your pieces, and you need exactly 5 different units on board, so this is really helpful. So I don't know. I don't know, but I think that's a good problem to have, if anything, is that, you know, you have a card you don't know how to play in the deck, but it is good. So, all that to say is that also this is a promo, and it's a very special promo because it is a CD promo, or whatever the whatever the modern version of the CD, I guess, is now, but I think it's still a CD. So you buy this by getting their like album or whatever, I believe is how you would get this. So it's one of those other things that we put into this bucket of how will English end up getting this eventually. Who knows, right? A Spotify promo, yeah, I guess technically it'd be something like that. But here in English, I don't know how we'll get this. I don't know if they even sell those albums in English. Probably not. I know Mygo and Bang Dream in general are not just like exclusively popular in Japan, but I don't know if they'll have that kind of distribution everywhere else for the English format, so we'll have to see how this comes out. It might end up being just like a box topper in one of the random sets or something, or just whenever they next get support, if they do, which they're more likely to get support than any of the other collabs, considering that Bushiroad actually owns this property, but we'll see. I try, but the import fees would be a thing. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Quintets promo next. That one, I don't know if that's as likely, because if they get something for quintets, then anyone's up for grabs. Because technically, Token Rambu had like 1 or 2 promos way back when for set 1, right? They're like actual promos, and like I don't know if they were box summers or like promo packs. I don't remember, but they had actual promos. So who knows, right? Getting something for Shaman King would be legit. So. Mushi promo? I don't know about that. Pick an extra booster for only the collab nation / decks. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, just take Record Ragnarok 2, right? Give them a big wave of support. Release stuff for Shaman King. Release stuff, a little bit of stuff for Token Rambu that uses energy. And then, you know, you have the quintets. And the we really just need like 1 card, honestly, for like most of these like decks, right? In all these collabs, just give them like 1 or 2 cards, or like 1 card specific and like 1 generic for that like nation, and they'll be fine, right? 1 collab nation, they'll be fine. You know, and like maybe reprint stuff, maybe give them some extra triggers or something like that. Yeah, like seems like a pretty easy get, but unfortunately, collabs don't have a history of not doing that well in Vanguard, so I don't think that's a product that Bushiroad is willing to entertain. So they're more likely to just support it within the main set, which seems to be a lot more effective, but I do think like just a single booster down the line would be appreciated for all the collabs. I don't know. I want to be able to play my Chad Rudis in grade 3. Well, we'll see about that. Just like we'll see whenever we get this. And there's 2 different arts. You can see here, I don't know how you get one or the other, but there's just 2 different arts for the same card. They have the same effect. That's it for my go. Then next up, we have actual reveals for set 4. Card of the day is starting off with Demonic Dragon Mage, a Kyokyo here, who is very reminiscent to like a bunch of cards from like Kagero and Narukami back in the day. But it just says when one of your opponent's rear guard is bound during your turn, choose one of your other units. That unit and this unit get 5k at the end of the turn. Regretfully, this is once per turn, so this card is a little ass. To be honest, it's not horrible, but the fact that it's just once per turn is kind of bad. This does actually work in a lot of decks. I guess Virginia support. I was originally thinking Emma, right? The Vispo deck that focuses on bind. This works kind of on that, but you probably, I don't know if you want to play it like, you have like maybe, what, 2 spots to play like 2 cards at 4. There might be better options, but this does really support your deck, right? Right, yeah, you could give her 5k. You can even put this behind the Vanguard, so it's a 10k plus to that whole column. So it's not bad in that deck specifically. One is a Blu-ray version. Interesting. I didn't know they had Blu-ray for music albums. But all right, hey, why not? But you know, it also does work with like Vermilion, Virginia. There are some generic cards technically that bind cards. Technically, this works with Shoujo Doji. So this has a lot of applications. It's just kind of unfortunate that it's only once per turn. You can technically have multiple of these, so this is like playable. It's a little gimped in that, you know, it's once per turn, once per copy. But if you have multiple, you can stack these, so it's cute, it's playable, right? But more importantly, what we got with this dude is this dude, the Detonate Bolt Dragon, which is a double rare from set 4. This has one ability only. It says that I check to see what music we're playing. It should be the Sonic stuff, right? Yeah, let's just put that back into the beginning because it's about to end and we got a lot of news to go through. But no, so this says act on rearguard. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Gry in its card name, retire this unit, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets the following red text to the end of the turn. That, during the battle that your unit with Andra, it says unit, with Andra in its card name attacked, your opponent cannot play Blitz orders from hand, and when they would call cards from hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time. So, specifically, this says that whenever the dragon that you call out that can attack from the back row attacks, that now has a guard restrict that you cannot use Blitz. Your opponent cannot use Blitz orders, and he must call 2 or more. And this also applies to the Vanguard because he has the name Andra in his text, his card name as well. So now you have 2 guard restricts, which is insane. It's a little bit unfortunate that this is an axe skill because you could have like comboed this with like Shura and brought it back, right? And then played it next turn. But instead, you can combo this with the Falheart, the Energy Cycler in set 1, where you can, on Persona Ride, you can bring this back, right? And then just constantly keep bringing this back every single turn, as long as you have Falhearts, in order for you to just keep doing this consistently. Appreciate the entire core is $5. Who are we talking about? Similar to another DBZ L2 deck, Rotovisor is totally going to get uber broken support. Yeah, I already have. Well, so ironically, in the English market, at least in TCG Player, I'll have to check. Maybe we can check later. I doubt we'll have time. But the set order, the like Nova Grappler Arena FR is sold out. When I checked, I already managed to get 4 of them, but they were sold out. I managed to get my Rotovisors, the Vanguard FFR, right? I got 4 of those, and then I'm still trying to get the stupid grade 2 that I'm hoping gets cut because I don't like it. In FR or SR, I'm trying to decide which one of those because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get at least 2 cards of support for Rotovisor, and I think that'll fix the deck up to make it a lot more playable if we just get one more Rotovisor name that actually does something good and gets some sort of power, but we'll see. This is insane because if you find a way to pull the grade 0 starter also out of Soul, that's 3 attacks with guard restrict, and it'll be 16k due to Ryanda's restand skill. Technically, if you play the Dual Nation card from Festival Collection, you can very easily call out the grade 0 and do 3 attacks with guard restrict. So this is possible. I got the entire Andra deck out of bulk fillers without even looking for it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Museum Arena FFK is like $2. Yeah, that's about how much it was. But yeah, over the weekend in TCG Player in English, it was just gone. I don't know if it's back, but that was just shocking. Hoping for Rotovisor since I got his SR and it looks so amazing. Yeah, I want to get the SR also. I got the FFR just because it's an FFR and it was dirt cheap, right? Consider. And I don't want to later on get bought out. Same thing happened with Silhouette. I have to check back, but for a good while there were 0 copies of Silhouette, the fucking sus arms guy from Brandgate, because I bought like 4 of them before the support was announced for like $10, but then one of them got lost in the mail, so I'm missing one of them. But they haven't put up any more copies since then, which sucks. But if you finally made it to the stream, welcome. Just run to grade 2 in the main deck, all attacks become guard deck. You could do that too, yeah, technically. Another reason to run the grade 2 in the main deck, yeah, I don't know if that's really worth it, because your other attackers are way bigger, right? And they pump up way bigger, but I guess it'll work out. If the grade 3 could give power for every Andra or something like that, that would be nice, but I don't know. But Garter Strike's pretty good, so you'll have to see how you find space for all this stuff, though. I actually love Alekilibria. You guys are so lucky you get to type it and not have to say it. I'm biased. Kyomastan, DZ set 2, so good for me. I love the Road Advisor, Liel, and Gryandra. Nice. Building the deck on CFA now. I need 5 more cards to fill that space. Same position with Leverage Dress, only it's 3 spots. How about we call him Arlequin? Using the Gun Cyclers. Yeah, you can use, I don't know about Road Advisor, but in Alekilibria, because I haven't, I hate that name because it just doesn't sound like what he looks like. But I'll think of something eventually. Lost and wants who? Yeah, my recent set is single got lost since my order from the same set I got here already, and I ordered the Sages first. Yeah, unfortunately. I've been meaning to like make a video on it to say this specific thing. But what I do now, since I order a lot of things from TCG Player, is that every time I make an order, I screenshot the entire order with the order number and everything, and then I save it in a folder. And whenever I get mail, I open it up, check who it's from, and then like delete the screenshot. So it's like checking off like, okay, I got this order, and then I can take a look at like every order, like just periodic, and be like, all right, it's been like a month. Where the fuck is this order? Rather than having to like scroll through the order history in TCG Player. That's the only way that I've been able to like make sure to keep track of my orders to make sure they don't get lost. Factors are good, and you just CB instead of Energy Blast. Are we talking? It depends what deck you're talking about. If you're talking about the Divine deck, that has 2 Energy Blasters. If you're talking about Gryandra, that has 1 Energy Blaster so far. The black, I don't see Astrum or Wellstra. It's all black support. Yeah, well, I haven't actually played with that either, but all right. Sure. Next up, we've got ourselves here Bubbly Anarchist Melroll. Who just says if your Vanguard is placed from deck during battle phase, Soul Blast 3, draw a card, and this unit gets 5k power. I feel like the Soul Blast 3 is a bit excessive. Considering what this was paired with when they revealed it. I'm assuming this is supposed to be specifically for Petroka, but I don't know if there's any other Vanguard other than what's her name, Alastair, that can ride during battle. That would really use this. Oh, I guess Flame G's can use this, but they don't have the Soul. They definitely don't have Soul Blast 3. They barely have Soul Blast 1 most of the time, right? So yeah, this seems excessive for it to be so much Soul for something that only like 2 or 3 decks can use, and even if more decks can use it, it wouldn't be that insane. Like Petroka can get a lot of Soul and you want a Soul Blast, but that's just a lot. That's just a lot. But hey, I don't even know if this will be played in Petroka, but I guess it's an option. Music's gone. Music is indeed gone. It probably, yeah, it does this dumb thing where it'll be playing and I start it from the beginning, and then it'll just get stuck buffering. There we go. Should be back now. Thank you. It's not once per turn, so it's nuts in Petroka. You have 6 or 9 Soul, buddy. I don't think that. I don't know how likely that is to have 6 or 9 Soul in Petroka. Like, I know it's not unlikely, but like, I don't know. Let's see. That's like too big of a number. Soul Blast 2, I think, would have been reasonable. But we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of which, we got new challenger, Deli Sapio, who's drawn by my favorite artist here, Digiforce, or the other name that I forgot that she goes by, who, you know, has drawn Thagria, Coral, etc. Right? It doesn't use that much soul and can guarantee it. I mean, 3 though? Yeah. She drew this, apparently. She posted about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. I can see it now after her saying that she drew it, but originally I didn't realize it was her that drew this. And I haven't been able to recognize her, like, signature yet. Tekken 8? What about Tekken 8? Is there a cat? Oh, there's... oh, got it. Return. Drop the soul. The prison matchup would have been an auto loss. Yeah. But this is another Petrolka support card, specifically Petrolka, because it specifically names her. Because it says, when this is placed, if you have a grade 3 or greater Petrolka, you can Energy Blast to reveal the top 7 cards of your deck. And if all the revealed cards... I don't like the way this is worded, but it basically says if from the top 7, if all those cards except Petrolka have different names, you can choose one of those, call them to rear, and also choose an order from one of those and add it to your hand. So this gives you +2. Because you can call a card and then get another order to your hand, or get an order to your hand. I don't know how this will work out in Petrolka, because of course this doesn't have any additional effect that says, like, if you reveal top 7, you know, multiple copies of me count as the same name. So presumably you only play one of this. So with that in mind, I kind of wish this was like costless, or you could use it on turn 2, like you reveal Petrolka from the ride deck or something. But it's, you know, it's alright. You can bounce it back to hand and use it a bunch of times. You just have to make sure you get your 1 copy of it. So it's fine. In that regard, other than that, it's a really good card. Like, names continue. Yeah, like I told you, they just ran out of actual names and they're trying to give each lyrical card a normal name. And they're trying to give, a unique name, and they're just running out of names at this point. This is so good. It can add any order. Blitz or normal. You can get Regalia's piece. That is true, yeah. You can get your Elementaria. You can get your whatever Regalia's piece you're playing. Yeah, that's a good point. Doesn't matter what order it is. Sad this card doesn't work with the grade 3 promo Lisette. I think Lisette already counts as Petrolka when you view it, and when she's your Vanguard. So I don't think you have to worry about it in that regard. You run 2 as it doesn't hit itself off its own skill. True, but if you reveal 2 of them for Petrolka, like I played Petrolka purely 100% Highlander, so I would never run, like the only card I've ever run 2 of max is the grade 1. I don't remember her name. That's like Soul Blast, retire her to put like 2 units to the bottom of your deck or shuffle or whatever. And then the Laurenol order, the grade 2 order, the like flowery one that lets you draw a card, because I would play the Laurenol grade 2 in the ride line, so I would search one, and if I saw the other one I could just play it and draw 1. That's about it. But once you get Elementarias, bro, I mean you can get Elementarias in other decks, you know, you can get that in like Tamayura. But you can, I'm pretty sure you can get Elementaria, or no, you can't get it in Las Cradia because it's grade 2 or greater, right? But you can get it from drop, right? If you like discard it early, you can pick it up from drop, I think. But yeah, card's really good. Must be nice to be a Petrolka player because you just have to pick up 1 copy of a card, high rarity, and then you're good for the rest of the year, more or less, right? But I also love this isn't battle phase locked, so you can get 2 rear guards off the Petrolka call. Yeah, technically, yeah, you could do that, right? You can call this in battle and call another one off of that, and a deck thins too, so really good. There are no grade 1 blitz orders in Stir Chaos. There is! Hello? Ghost Chase? Or is that grade 2? That might be grade 2, I don't remember. But, yeah. Like I said before, they're doing these in order. So next up, we have the Night of Sorrow, man, I can't say any of these names today. Grednanach. Greednaha, who is the Sarasol support card. So we're up to Keter. We should be getting Astrum pretty soon. And then finally we get our Lord and Savior Cristianos. See what he does. For that with the Buggle, we can just grab whatever you find. Yeah, Raziel at home essentially. So this is the grade 2, which has a unique skill. This is so far I think the weakest of the grade 2s that we've seen, because this one just says if you have Sarasa, look at the top card of your deck, put it either on the top of your deck or into your soul, and if you put it into your soul, it gets 5k. It's still a really good effect. This is like, I don't know, I've lost count, the 100,000th card in Keter that lets you look at the top card and do something with it. It gives you soul, what the deck kind of really needs, right? So it's not bad. This is like a discount. This is like a very, very cheap Sages, right? So you don't have to play Sages anymore to an extent in that deck if you were playing it. But yeah, it's a nice card. Yeah, I feel like the other effects are a little stronger for the other two, but I'm sure those will probably really work well in the deck. Pyro into Soul have the grade 3. Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah, you can look at it and then you can I'm pretty sure you can Soul Blast out some sort of way and then just use the one of the grade 1s to like put it back in. So it's pretty good. Every Keter deck is a battle sister. Honestly, yeah, honestly, I can't wait for Alden to have a card that does this kind of effect too. Like, it's just ridiculous how many cards do this. If I see this deck, it's never with this kind of Raziel, it's with the joke promo. Oh yeah, unfortunately. Big ol' 18k base man. Will be Ketterpile. Well, so then he'll use Ketterpile does consist of a lot of Battle Sister-esque stuff, so. But we have Knight of Bow of Light. Knight of Bow of Light. Mumei here, who has the usual same effect as all the other one, where you take the quick start deck boss for the nation from your drop, put it in the bottom of your deck, look at the top 5 for the grade 3 double rare from set 1, put it into your hand, and if you did, discard 1, and then you get 2k to the end of the turn. Which is, decent, considering all the deck thinning you can do in Keter and Sarasol and whatnot. This one should be pretty good, as opposed to some of the other ones, but we'll see. Oh, just play Keter probably again? I hope not, but we'll have to see. Because you can still play like Raziel in that deck, like some other decks are playing Raziel in their Keter decks as well. So this is why I'm not a Keter main. I'm not a Keter main just because it's expensive and it's just so annoying trying to get stuff. But in this Raziel, I'll get a promo that works with the set 1 grade 3 support. Yeah, so it was Marlene, the lyrical one, Sarasol, the Keter one, and the Dragon Empire Tramp Jabbing that got a promo, a tournament promo. That is a grade 1 that they can like call from drop. And then the other 3 should be getting them the next promo wave. But I have to eventually do like a graphic or an image complaining, being like, could we have not just put these in the quick start deck bosses decks and like taken out the blank promos, and like it would have been the same thing and like it would have been a lot better? But we'll complain about that when we complain about that. One in a lyrical deck that isn't just lyrical pile. I mean, there really isn't a lyrical pile per se, and there's also lyrical cards, but actually has good support using it, and if his divine skill version gets the same level as Aliclibria, today we are winners. I only use Biscotti from the pile for him. Yeah, I don't think you really want to use any of the other stuff other than his support cards. I feel like his support cards are pretty solid. I don't think you need like Tetrafault or any of that stuff for the orders, right? Because he draws a bunch of cards himself, right? So why would you need that? But in any case, let's get it over with. Let's talk about this fella over here already. Just kidding. First, let's talk about some new Blitz cards before we do that. Hopefully Bushi learns that mistake. Ibushi learns from that mistake, but makes the EM product that we talk later include Union from the Sky promo. Yeah. Young support cards are good. He just needs to not be grade 3 rear guard turned into a Vanguard. Why the hell not? Hello? That's amazing. What would be the best thing to recommend a new player outside of the quick start decks or the stride sets? Honestly, find someone that has extra cards, play with them, see if you can bum extra cards from them. That's honestly the most beneficial way to do it. If it has to be specifically a product, honestly, I still have to go with the stand-up trial decks. They're still available in shops. They're only like 50 bucks, I think, 40 or something like that, maybe even cheaper. It comes with a playable deck, right? You get a few staples, you get a deck box, sleeves. That's really the only alternative right now. Other than just buying singles. So in terms of good decks, I mean, I don't know if it's in terms of like a good deck. I think it's just like to be able to get started playing the game. But I guess Wellstone likes bunny mates. Stealing, not stealing. Extra cards. Oh, but your first one is the best of the three. Probably Riser could be a good starter. I mean, yeah, but the thing is that these are all singles. Like, you just have to buy singles, right? You can't just buy deck product. So if it's just recommending them a deck to play, it's like whatever they want and they can afford. But in terms of like a deck that's already built, those are the only options. If it's buying singles, then yeah, you have to just find them a deck that they like and build it. Help them get the singles for it. The Korokoro promo bosses with Quickstart deck boss names seem like an update from the Quickstart deck boss. I don't know if the man is that much of an update, but lactose-free products? Nah, I'm good. I'll get all the lactose in my body, whether you like it or not. So still gonna beat the furry and bestial allegations? Oh, I guess. I mean, she's not. Is she a war beast? Is she a war beast? Chat, is she a war beast? Serious question. Is she a war beast? That might change my response. Relatively simple to learn flow of the game and understand mechanics and timing. Yeah. But I feel like that's overall for like most decks, right? I feel like most decks, most depending on like the person you're talking about, right? Assuming if they play other card games, they can probably pick up most decks and be fine outside of something crazy like Zorga or any of those more intensive decks. But yeah. Yeah, you don't give that unless like they're like I don't know, high level Yu-Gi-Oh player, then they'll probably be fine. They probably want something more challenging, but it just really depends if you want someone to buy singles or if you just want them like a base product, right? So that's sort of where I was going for. So if it's like a brand new player, to just tell them to go buy singles, that's kind of rough. I feel like that's kind of the worst route to go for a brand new player that is not like originally a TCG player. If they are originally playing other TCGs, then yeah, you can just, pick whatever deck, tell them to go play that, and they'll be fine, right? Sorry, Magnolia Mask deck for $115 on eBay. You can probably get that for cheaper, I feel like. But alright. Let's get into Wellstrom. Blitz server, Kaitrina here. So when this is placed on Guardian, if your order zone has 3 or more products, Energy Blast 3 and this gets 20k shield to the end of the battle. So this is a 25k shield that costs 3 energy. You can only use it turn 3, and it's a grade 2 with no other effect. She's really cute, but she ain't gonna see any kind of play. I don't know why they had to. This could have been free, and she would have maybe been played at like a 1-of. But the fact that this does nothing else but give you a bunch of shield and it costs energy means that this will not see play. Unfortunately, I will be getting her an FFR because she's cute, and that's about it. Regretfully, that is all that's going to happen with her. Actually, Wellstrom is a perfect deck for a disenchanted Yu-Gi-Oh player. I mean, I guess to an extent. Actually, Wellstrom. No, sorry, whoops. Those poor burgers. I still spill food on me. Damn, bro. Browse is down bad over here. Like full, maybe some high rarity stuff. Yeah, if it's like high rarity stuff, it depends. But like, if it's just like base Magnolia Mask, I feel like Magnolia Mask itself is like 25 cents along with like all the main support cards. Some of the stuff is pricey, but it kind of depends. It's a 54 card deck with extra cards from what the listing said. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not horrible. Just getting fired for wasting food. Was one of the few decks that is resource heavy on. Yep, Counterblast, Soul Blast, and Energy Blast. Yep, he's getting all of the great waifus. Lucky man. Yep, he's got himself the Blitz Publicist. The Fentlecha. Who is drawn by, I'm pretty sure, Fuzukoko, who has done a bunch of other good art. Mainly, I believe the most popular example is like Willista. But this lady here says, when this is discarded from your hand during your ride phase or in main phase, if you have Wellstrom, you can call this out. So, it's so far not better than the promo. The promo puts itself to soul and can countercharge, or I think energy charge or something like that, right? So that promo's nuts. But having another card of those is kind of nice. So that's kind of good. Then she says act on rear once per turn. If you have a grade 3 or greater Wellstrom, so you can actually use this with the old Wellstrom, which is kind of cute. It's not locked to Divine Skill Wellstrom for whatever reason. You can Energy Blast fucking 4, by the way. Choose a product with a grade less than or equal to your opponent's Vanguard's grade from your order zone and operate it. So if you are going first, you cannot use Frischholtz Maximum. You can only use whatchamacallit, either the dog, Iron Garden, or you can do Lubetzel. Operate it. Its cost to do it operability is reduced by Counterblast once at the end of the turn. So if you ever get to do Lubetzel, you do it by Counterblast 1 less. Unfortunately, this is worded interestingly, by the way, because it says the cost of that product's original operabilities is reduced by Counterblast 1 until the end of the turn. So if there's ever a product that you can activate in the order zone for Counterblast 1 and it stays there, you can continue doing that for free, right? So if we ever get a new order, I'm assuming the way this is worded, you can continue doing that. But right now, since you call out the Frischholtz, it doesn't really matter. It just means you get to call out Frischholtz for free once. This is also an axe skill, so you can't do this mid-battle either. But pretty good card. Energy Blast 4 is kind of wild, but pretty good card. Pronounce it just it's pronounced just as just H. Just H. Also, why is it an ag? If you have no back row sniping, this bitch is the devil. Yeah. So use those waifus to make my goal of getting to worlds with also possible. I mean, it's pretty likely, to be honest. That's penny change, bro. I don't know about all that. Slightly costly on energy, but the reduced EV is nice. Yeah, like this is a fine card. I don't know if it's needed, to be honest. Like, I don't think this is an auto include because the promo does the first part of the skill but better. The second part of the skill is fine, but realistically, you only need one of these on board, right? You're not going to be able to use multiple of these. You're not going to be able to energy blast 8 in a turn, realistically, right? So you only need one of these out, and you're probably only using the second effect like maybe once or twice per game. So this is like a 2 of or something like that, I'm thinking, because the promo is just 100 times better, in my opinion, but I could be wrong about that. Most like an energy blast 7 every single turn. He cannot do that every single turn. For a fact, he cannot do that unless you play 4 of the satellite in your deck, which is not really that great of an idea. Which maybe you can now with this. Maybe you're more incentivized to do that. I don't know, but there's nothing with all the energy charge. He only uses 2 per turn. You only energy charge. Doesn't the thing only energy charge you what 3 or 2? How much is it? The thing is just 3, right? I don't have the deck around me. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you guys are overselling it a bit much. 4 is a lot. 4 is a lot. You're most likely using her on turn 4 when the resources are the tiniest. You could also use her on turn 3 while going second. After all the satellite cannon is energy charge 3. Okay, there it says. Oh, and I'm also a funny girl. So much respect. But he runs 3 satellite? No, we don't. We sure as hell don't run 3 satellite. We run 2, sometimes 3. Definitely not 3. Most people don't run 3. Grade 1 is how I can energy charge. They don't play the grade 1. As much as I really like the grade 1 because it's really cute. No one plays the grade 1 in the main deck because you don't really need it. The new PR, I guess that one does energy charge also. 2 for turn, or you get 3 for turn and you use 2, but I don't know, man. I feel soul, so doesn't the promo? I'm pretty sure the promo feels soul. Like the promo's broken. It has 4 effects. One of them being it goes to soul if you discard it, and you can either counter charge or energy charge. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, I still say it's like 4 of the promo, like 2 of this. This is also nice that it's an axe skill, so you can just throw this out on like rush or like having back row, whatever the fuck you want, and you can just use the effect whenever you want. So that's kind of the nice part of it as well. But if anyone wants to soldier either energy charge 2 and counter charge 1, yeah, that promo's insane. I'm sorry, but the little wolf boy bodies this girl completely. Not saying that this card is bad, but I'm just saying that promo was insane, and I feel like not enough people are talking about how insane that promo is, to be honest. Welster has like 16 bubble mines now, by the way, essentially. Yeah, also a free draw for setting it. Yeah, but you play a card to get a card, one of them being a brick that you have to play from hand, and it locks you off from orders. So I don't know, but pretty good card for the most part. I don't know also how we'll find space for this. We'll see. I feel like the bald guy gets the boot once you get the promo, and then like you're still playing for Bulba Mine no matter what, right? You're still playing for Freiheit. So like maybe you replace what's her name? What is her name? The grade 2? I feel like you just get rid of the grade 2 completely to play this, but I don't remember her name right now. Not Trolle, the one from set 13 that says on play is counterblast to operate. Brigina. I feel like you 100% replace Brigina and play this instead. That's how you make space, in my opinion. Honestly, I'm running 4 of both. 4 of both of what? As you won't always see the other discard target, 4 of this and the promo. I mean, yeah, if you get rid of Brigina, I can see playing 4 of this and 4 of the promo. That makes sense to me. Especially because you can call this out. Did anyone ever use that card? The robot? Yeah. We already booted out Brigina? No, we haven't booted out Brigina yet. People are still playing it. I don't like the card, but you just gotta play it, because if you don't see Freiheit, you gotta just fucking kill yourself, honestly. I love Wellstra as a deck, but when things go bad, I never want to play Vanguard ever again. Like, when things go remotely bad, I never want to play the deck. When things go good, it feels like the best deck in the world. But it has the lowest of lows where I just do not want to play anything anymore. It depresses me. Brigina has been used for ages to draw. I don't know why everyone uses the draw. I never use that shit. I never have the soul for that shit. But yeah, people be using the draw, which is insane to me. Running 4 Freiheit, 4 Brigina, 4 Bolorite. I'm running, I think, 3 Brigina. 4 Freiheit, 4 Troller. We're not running 4 Troller. You run maybe 1 Troller? Maybe 1. But typically 0. Because she is counterblast 1 to counterblast 1 again. She's a little bit more playable now, but not really. Yeah, even when she came out, she was really not playable. So, you really don't play her at all. But that might change now. I don't know. Because now your Schultz is just counterblast 1 like normal, right? So she has a lot more value, but it's only combined with this. So now your Schultz, instead of counterblast 2 with her, it becomes counterblast 1 energy blast 4. So you have to weigh out that option. Use this to fix Troller, yeah, unfortunately. I don't know why they couldn't make it like she got like 10k or like give her something else to make her a little bit more playable. But anyways, sorry, we've spent enough time on this cutie. Let's talk about this cutie real quick. I forget we have a lot of other things to talk about. So we have the oh my god, nobody Nobody decided to have a normal name today, bro. Oh my god. Like this one's, I guess, like supposed to be like German or whatever. Because I know there's some other ones that are maybe German, but maybe I'm just being racist or something. I don't know. But this is like this is Geralt Dragon. Justice Kirby. Even post this, I won't use Troll. Yeah, I'll try it out, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it. It's minus 20, 25k more power is kind of redundant, and sure as hell ain't not. Sure as hell is not. Discuss lyrical cards, no beyond stupid names. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I don't know about that one, but yeah, this is the starter. It looks really cool. I'll give it that. It looks really, really cool. Got like guns and shit. I like it. It is German. Okay, good. Whew. Racist allegations defeated. But yeah, it looks really cool. Is the ride line all consistent German words? Need confirmation? Let's see. Oh my god. Next up, we've got the Raketen Warfare Dragon. Oh god. Who says? So using text to speech, yeah. When this unit is rode upon by Gatling Cannon Dragon, you can call this out SocialCharge 1, so same effect as a lot of cards, honestly. Then it has Overcharge, which is our new keyword here. That's continuous on rear. If this is chosen by the ability of your Vanguard with Equilibria, Equilibria in its card name, this gets 10k power. It's like the 7th time has that had that skill. I mean, it's definitely at least the second. Third? Guihar is gun. Raketen Warfare is rocket launch. Okay, and Canonon is cannon. That sounds about right, yeah. Phew, I'm gonna look. I'm sure they sound cool if I knew how to say them, but I sure as fuck don't know how to say this shit. Alright, the names are the weapons he uses, and just call it that. How am I supposed to know that this shit was a rocket launcher, right? This shit isn't a gun. This shit isn't a gun. That's a fucking Gatling gun. Like, hello? This is Gatling Dragon. This is fucking missile launcher dragon. And this is that's another Gatling. That's a Gatling gun, bro. Come on. Y'all setting me up for failure over here. I went to attend locals in Japan, but I feel like the language barrier would be a problem. Apparently it's not that huge. Especially because a lot of the terms are somewhat noticeable. But Gatling Cannon Dragon here says when this is rode on by a grade 3 with Equilibria in its card name, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order, and reveal a card with the Overcharge ability. You SocialCharge 1. So could have been a little bit better, but it's okay. No real card skill. 2024 weapons can be anything they dream of, I guess so. But we have our second destined one here. Destined one of scales, Equilibria. Who says, act on Vanguard Circle once per turn. Soul Blast 1. Choose 3 rear guards, they get 5k until the end of the turn. If you choose 2 or more rear guards with Overcharge, draw 1 and this unit gets 10k power. So that's huge amounts of power, right? Because he gives them 5k, and if they each get 10k every time they get chosen, that's 15k. Plus he gets 10k and you draw. Pretty good so far. Then we have the Divine skill. It says act on Vanguard. If your opponent's grade 3 or greater, you counterblast 1. Choose 2 of your rear guards. They get 5k to the end of that turn. And if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, choose 1 of your opponent's vanguards, deal him 1 damage. The power increase from the trigger effects revealed for this effect's damage checks gets -10. So yes, as has been memed a bunch of time, your opponent checks the over trigger. Wow, cool, great. They get -10. instead of just nullifying the effect, right? Like, we already had nullifying effects in standard, so it's not like it would have been something crazy strong. This is a divine skill that's once per turn. Omnia Grujo can do that shit for nothing, bro. For like nothing. And this fella, for a divine skill and counterblast and going second, can't even like turn off the power. Hello. But other than the lackluster divine skill, which gives you a huge turn, right? Because you choose your regards again and presumably overcharge triggers again. Aside from that, it seems fine. You know, big number, go burr. El Quilibria. I don't know what it is, but the dex comes off as so plain. Him being the Hunter of Kagero bro doesn't help him either. I don't know if we have a lot of Kagero bros per se, but getting this after Koto Blaze is a bit weird, though, I'll say that much. You can indeed add personas to hand. It doesn't need big numbers to deck. It's a bit underwhelming, but numbers are big, so I don't know, maybe not as underwhelming. The divine skill is definitely underwhelming. Yeah. No, you cannot negate the funny card. Have fun, yeah. I don't know why. It's a divine skill, for God's sakes, but whatever. Six, Dragon Nuit, nullified damage checks, and that was like 100 years ago. Elke is the bastard son of Soul Saver Dragon and Overlord. Purge confirmed. Yeah, I guess technically. I'm gonna call it Elke. Not like I can say that any easier, but it would have been nice on nulling triggers, but Overcharge is interesting on Vanguard being simple, but the rear guards make it work on numbers. Yeah. I swear they don't know how to do once per game skills. They legitimately don't. They legitimately, between this and someone's car alarm. That between this and Lever Dress, like, that is not once per game worthy. To be honest, it is not once per game worthy. They could have blown it out a proportion a little bit more, considering it's once per turn. They could have at least given the Vanguard like another 10k and draw another card, right? Or something, a crit, like literally anything. I don't know. I built a deck early and spamming overcharge units for the first test. Or I'm gonna jump in deeps of Zegsun. What? And most of the ones that kind of hit the once per turn game is Raziel and Vladimir. Yeah, Vargas is alright. In my opinion, Vargas is good because it like develops a metagame of you trying to decide when to do it. But every other one of them is just do it as soon as possible, essentially, and it's just whatever. So, yeah, Chris Reigns would have been cool if she could be a little bit better. But yeah, I like Chris Reigns' divine skill. Honestly, that could have been her old skill. That would have been okay. Like, it would have been cool if like that was her skill, like she just bounces everything, and then on the divine skill is when you call something out and give it like all the power or something like that, right? Or double the power or something like that. That would have made the deck a lot better. But yeah, yeah, a lot of them fall flat, and it's kind of annoying. Hero can trigger multiple times a game. Why can't divine units? Yeah. Since Darkseid Leo had her own booster set, hope her divine skill is good. Well, we'll see. My only complaint is that it doesn't nullify the OT, but besides that, simple bet based. Yep. Alright, just made it here. What's your thoughts on it so far? It's fine. I haven't looked at the other cards. Like, this is fine. Just with looking at this in the grade 1, I can see that the powers get big. The divine skill is just a letdown. That's all that is. I mean, the deck is good already. I didn't say the deck is bad. I'm just saying they could have made it a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. Divine skill is fine. Of the 3 that we mentioned, it's probably the weaker ones in terms of being a once per game thing, but you know, it definitely has more going on than most of these. Rather that has no inherent control options. Yeah, this is not retire, which is another reason why I was saying originally they should have just made this A dinosaur. We already had military dinosaurs. This was already, like, from what I remember in the anime, Kyomon was sort of playing it off like they were like an army. So like, why isn't this just a dinosaur? We could have, like, the fact that this is a dragon isn't like selling the deck more, I don't think, right? Like, I think the Dragon Bros are kind of like whatever about it. If it was a dinosaur, they still would have been into it. You would have gotten the Dino Bros. You could have supported Spinal Marquis. I don't know. So I think it would have been fine. You could have had more interesting designs, right? Like, he could have looked a lot cooler. But whatever. We'll just do Kagero again. Make Shinri. Yeah, you kind of wonder when Shinri had to get the soul. That kind of makes sense. Well, maybe, I don't know. Ironically, they could have been Dino with how some of them retired themselves. Yep. I don't understand why they didn't. Where the Tachi representation, South America is out here not gonna give us a flow. They could have easily made this up, but I don't know. To set up Divine Skill, just like Welstra, been testing it already and getting to have all the overcharge go off at once is nuts. To push to 5 and then kill the following turn. How is that a setup? How's this setup? I don't understand. This looks more like I don't know if setup's the right word, like Welstra. That I don't know. It seemed more like you would use that on your kill turn per se, considering you double the power, right? But so the Dragon Empire / Dark States is actually bad in this deck. Dragon Empire / Dark States. Oh, yeah, because you want. Well, I mean probably, but yeah. I mean, it was to do. It was to do a parallel to Welstra, so it would be weird to put a Dino with a suit. So a dragon's better, like. Huh? That's fine, bro. Just the fucking. Oh, it would have been fine, bro. We have Greedon, for God's sakes. You could have put a fucking dinosaur in a suit. That would have been legit, man. I don't know. Or at least this deck can go first or second, pretty much. Even though, not gonna lie, I think so. I think so, yeah. Good for turning into a big profit when you pull it. It's set up. It sets up your opponent getting clobbered. How much hope do we have that the Olden Divine Skill will be good? I mean, its name is Protection, so I feel it's gonna be another setup type skill. I feel like it's gonna be a bit of a sleeper. It's probably gonna be good, but it's gonna be not something flashy, considering he's the Destiny 1 of Protection, right? I don't expect it to be something crazy. Protect markers, possibly. It might honestly just be protect markers. If we remember, the Infinity Eyes marker was like token number 3. Could be 2 energy cards before that, or it could be 2 markers before that. Who knows? We'll see. But we've got Drag Ritter, Frieza, Frieza. They could have very easily also taken all these fucking Drag Ritters, gave them to Eugene where they fucking belong, and made all these dinosaurs. Is all I'm saying. But anyways, this has one skill, Overcharge. When its unit boosts, if this unit was chosen by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Polybia, and this card in this turn, it has plus 10k until the end of that battle. And at the end of the battle, this if you did not countercharge this turn, you retire her to countercharge 1. So they already have both in countercharge. This is a FUT 23k booster, which is pretty good. How's this card not double rare? Yeah, pretty good card. I just wish my man's must only gets a win and not a jobber. Nah, job that man out and bury him. Bury him. Cut off Zorga's legs again, bro. Goku Beef chasing this. Varga shambles. Yeah, good. Fuck that guy. No, I'm kidding. Pretty good. I don't know if the deck really needs it so far, right? Because this is only on Divine Skill you counterblast. But pretty good overall. She doesn't have a counter charger. And then we have the grade 3 Panzercheck Dragon, who says Overcharge.
When this unit attacks, if it is chosen by the grade 3 ability of your Vanguard Leader and its card name, Energy Blast 3, this gets 15k until the end of that battle, and then at the end of the battle, you draw a card, retire this unit. So this gets 20k, 33k. Your opponent's fucking chilling with their little grade 2, 10k Vanguard. Bro, take this 33 to the dome with my fat ass booster behind me. Like, god damn, that's a big fucking gun. That's like what, 33 plus the other girl is she's 23, so 56. To grade 2. Whoo! And I draw a card and I countercharge. I mean, I lose 2 units, so I'm still minusing, but whoo! So no, I know Bushy wants their wives to be good, so he'll have to lose. Yeah, I'm sorry, bald one. Which bald one? Everyone keeps calling Alden bald for whatever reason, but yeah, grade 3's alright. It clashes in energy with the other guy. I will see in a second, but we'll see. Sony has a losing streak against Keter. Yeah, I guess that's true. Also, I find it funny that Dragon Empire has keywords like overdress, crossover dress, not overcharge. It feels like Will of Overlord. Yeah, that. I hadn't made that connection. That's kind of funny. You know what to say? It's simple. Shit, I'm about to run these hands. Essentially, yeah. Essentially. Whew, with his grade 3, why is Gimme running the red Exert Dragon in his deck? I don't know what that is. But probably because he's an anime character and he doesn't know how to build a deck. This is the first card I saw for this deck, which is to equilibrize the scales of the world. This is a normal order, where you counterblast 1 if you have the CurlyHairedVanguard, and you get 2 cards from your drop with Overcharge and call them out. Card's pretty nuts. Oh yeah, he did play that. Yeah, he's fucking stupid. I thought at first, like, oh man, maybe this card will actually be good for once. Nah, he's just dumb. That card's ass. Busho was just trying to get us to buy that whack ass card. Worst cycler in the world. But yeah, so you can counterblast 1 and bring back the countercharge and make this free. You get 2 units that you put into drop. This order is pretty nuts too. Is Tank Terror in German? Interesting. I'm gonna get my lawyers calling stuff out from drop. Part of me hopes that the Alfred unit, will make a comeback. And I was sad when I found out the lore-wise that Alfred dies out. I mean, I don't think he's gonna make a comeback if that's the case. But yeah, this order is nuts. Then we got ourselves Drag Ritter. Ed Dill here, who says, when this is placed, if you have 2 or more overcharge units, you can counterblast 1, draw 1, soul charge 1. So that's where you're, I feel like this is the weakest card, to be honest, aside from its second skill. This is kind of weak. Soul charge is nice. You can technically play this in other decks if you really wanted to, because it doesn't specify. This is like the only card that doesn't specify the Vanguard. But when chosen by the ability, blah blah blah, it gets plus 10k. So yeah, you could play this. I feel like you can. This is like maybe the one card you can cut, but the soul charge might be important. I don't know. Just because I'd rather use my counterblast on that order like every single turn. If anything encounters the spill over the lore, psych. Funny, is it a 13k/15k booster like his other double rare counterparts? 13k/15k booster? What do you mean? I was testing earlier today against my friend today on area, and he went 2-5 on my first grade 3 turn. I went first, and he said, "Oh, it's fine. I mean, you can't divine skill at 2 standards." Yeah, sounds about right. That makes sense considering Trinity and I usually came back. Yeah, to an extent. But encounters are like, they don't count for lore. They're literally cash grabs, right? From my understanding is that they're literally cash grabs. They have nothing to do with the lore. If I'm remembering correctly. This card's like, whatever. You might need it just for the names. Here's the most important card, I guess, which is the triple rare Drag Ritter Shalub here, who says, if you're 3 or more overcharge units, this gets 5k power. Then it says, if chosen by the ability of grade 3 Vanguard with the ability of blah 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 blah, You can Energy Blast 3 Standis, and it gets 10k power. So he swings in first for 20k, and then he swings in for 30. Plus of whatever giant ass booster you got behind him, right? So pretty good. Each face / Destiny one has a that's what you meant. They'll release it later on. It's kind of like they did with like the Zorgo one and stuff like that. They just released it later on, or not the Zorgo one. I don't think Zorga has one, but Liel, they released hers later on. No, Liel's was right. It's the Zorgo one that was released later on. Yeah. So they'll probably release it later on. Just come back considering how many times he's mentioned in new lore. Hopefully not. Hopefully he stays dead. He's a zombie. Leave him dead. Aren't the units themselves returning? It's memories of their past. We have known this with the elderly. Yeah, so it's just, like I said, it's just a cash grab because it's not actually like lore. It's like mirages of their old units in the lore, except Overlord, who decided to nap when Layer was around. A lot of units were apparently doing that when Calamity came a knocking. Lazy asses. I mean, legit 3 attack deck. I mean, I don't know if the deck would have been alright if it was just 3 attacks, but it would have fallen flat. I feel like they needed something else. So no energy charger for this, as you want 5 attacks each turn. I mean, he doesn't retire himself, so that's one thing to consider. So maybe you can do this every turn if you somehow get the energy, but you're not gonna be able to do it after a while. You can counterblast instead. Yeah, that is true. You can do that instead. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just cut. Like, I feel like you just either cut or just don't use this effect as often and save your counterblast for other stuff. Even though you have the counter charger, but I don't know. We'll have to see what it's like once you actually play it. But I think that's the last card. And here is the secret. Work some form of equilibrium. I guess, yeah. I guess that's what it is, huh? Or is it like equilibrium in German, just butchered? Here's just secret rare. It looks actually kind of nice, unfortunately. I feel like everyone was kind of whatever with this card, and now a lot of people seem to have like warmed up to it. So this does not look like a secret that I'm gonna be able to get for dirt cheap, regretfully. So not half bad. Then we'll talk about Road Championship Series 24/25 in a sec. Let me get some water. All right, we're back. Let's change things up a bit. Let's do some. All right, image referencing Libra, hence being the destined scales. That kind of makes sense. Gonna pose the Seek Actually, would you keep it or sell it? I've never sold any of those like high rarity cards. I've never sold any of those, to be honest. Unless it's like $1,000, and maybe I'll sell it. Been a damn fun time on my break. Work turning in. Oh, nice. I'm glad you had a fun time. Hope work is not picking up and you continue to have a fun time. Our BCS is gonna have card fight and Shadowverse at the same time, and I don't have Naruto cloning powers. Yeah, I need to get in Shadowverse Evolved Trial Deck. Ouch. Is the second round of trial decks, the first batch are kind of outdated by now? Yeah, I think we're getting those actually. But I did want to originally look at all of the BCSs, at least for side of the world that I care about, which is the what do they call it? North America and Latin America, or Americas, or I don't know what they call it. The Americas, right? And take a look at the schedule, because they revealed which formats or which games, whatever, are going to be played on which day. But we'll do that next time on my own time. I don't know. But what they did also reveal is the pricing, which is a little controversial for some, for whatever reason. But they announced that they're finally going to do top cut pricing. So for those that don't know what this means, originally what would happen is that you would go to BCS, and if you did not get top 8, you didn't get shit. You got 9th? Cool. You get the same reward as someone that got 300, right? Because it would just be the participation promo pack that you would get, which was kind of ass, which led to a lot of people just dropping out. Once they lost 2 games, they would just drop out because like there's no way they're gonna top, therefore I'm not gonna get anything, therefore deuces, right? I'm just gonna go home. I paid $100 billion to come here. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna drop because I lost 1 or 2 games. Now they've changed that where they actually give out pricing depending on the number of people that show up. So for top 8 or less, if there's 128 players, if there's 128 players or less, for top 8, you get top 8 pricing. However, if there's 256 or less, you get top 16 pricing, which is typically what most BCSs have. Then if you have more than that, you have top 32 pricing, which is insane to be able to do that. Wow. My buster said go back to looking at my phone instead of washing the dishes because I was going through them too quickly for a closing shift worker. Nice, let's go. My stream is promoting productivity. Great. The only controversy I saw was from some cheater who wanted to cheat his way to the top easier. Essentially, from what I've seen, the changes are really good. There's a lot of people complaining that like this affects like areas that have, I'm sure Ek is probably gonna complain about this. this doesn't do anything for places that have smaller counts. Something about something Europe. But there's also been some arguments like, oh no, this makes like non-worthy people that get like top 32 now they get to like get representative, because like fuck that, right? Like what a horrible thing that you get top 32 out of like 600 people and you get some sort of recognition. Man, what an asshole. But all that dumb crap aside, your prize that you get for this placing is one of these 2 energy generators. This says you will receive either A, the bad result, Masanori, or B, the best result, the now one. And it depends on your region. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean depending on my region? What the fuck do you mean by that? I don't know. But both are mediocre, bro. Mods. Get this, man. Put the Night Rose Stride deck, push it back another 5 months, please. Thanks, Bushy Road Spy, that's in the chat. I assume most, if not everyone, would go for the now energy generator. Yeah, I don't know if you get to choose, to be honest. I think regions are declared already, so you know which regions A and B. And is region like part of the world, or is it just based on like a specific BCS? Is either A or B? But Boy, it's time to watch the now. It's good for $400. It's gonna be more than that. Way more than that. Way more than that. He refused to pick the quick start deck sets and they have no energy generators, and I doubt judges will allow the Digimon calendars. No, we will not. There are some downsides, as the time for the event is now even longer, causing issues with bits like public transport. Yeah, I think it's the opposite. I think what they're gonna end up doing supposedly is that it's gonna be shorter because they're gonna cut to top 32. Right, so the thing will end shorter, similar to how it does in like Japan, but I don't know. I get there's some issues, but like overall, I'm just focusing on the positive because this is insanely good. Right, I just hate overall. It really annoys me. Right, rounds are not being changed. I don't know. I heard that they might be, but what annoys me is that every time something good finally happens, right, Bushiroad does a thing, or like whatever, some good happens, I always have to go on Twitter and hear someone complain about it, because apparently there's just always one bad thing about it that's just so horrible, and everyone's like, yeah, this thing is so bad, oh man, blah 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 blah, and it's just, I'm just so sick and tired of it. Like one good thing happens and it's just like, yeah, but this affects me in a bad way, so that's not good, and it just drives me crazy. I'm just so tired of it. It's a location along with the format/days. Oh, I'm gonna have to check. I know Philly is gonna be the now energy generator. Oh, damn. I don't think I'm I got a win in the Philly one. Oh man. Yeah, it is indeed Twitter. Trans is gonna be tryharding, and Rose and hair will be legal. Ugh. You're gonna get now also. Ugh. I don't know. Everything after January is like a mess. I don't know how that's gonna play out. We'll see. But yeah, but then we have the usual pricing, which is top 8 for premium and for standard. Depending on your region, you get A or B. The arts look pretty cool. Mats look pretty cool. These are both. We'll take a look at them in a second, but these are both new artworks for the Festival Collection 2023 blue and red Overtrigger. So I should say, no, I'm sorry. These are both the red Overtrigger from Festival Collection 2023. They're just new arts that are specific to a specific nation, which is kind of lame. So here is the Dragon Empire Volmount, right? So the red Overtrigger that says something in Restand, etc., etc. Here is the Storkea one. Looks pretty cool. Mount looks really nice. And then here is the Salome one, which looks really nice. I would love to get this. But I'm not playing premium, I don't think. Very nice. Encouraging me that some people get more upset about the small location things than the actual shit that we should be worrying about. Sorry if that's something to bring up. Damn it, still Santa Clara at the secondary market right now. Yeah, like that stuff, complaining about that stuff is fine, but yeah, people just, it's just like everything's an issue and it's drives me mad. Like, especially like it's worse when like there's an actual issue going on, because then I have to hear it non-stop. But I don't know, I just get so exhausted of just seeing negativity. Like Twitter is like 90% negativity, so then I scroll past that, I'm just like, all right, let's see Vanguard, something Vanguard, oh my god, that's negative too. It just sucks. I'm gonna get to see many Rose tops that day. Ugh. If we see each other and feel, let's go out, but let's do that. We got Night Rose's track already. Be that bad, yeah. I would love the Jewel Knight mat. I actually like the Solomon V art too. Yeah, I really like the art that she has here. I would love to be able to get that. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can trade with one of the premium guys, but we'll see. But top 4 gets the Overtriggers themselves. So here, like I said, is the Dragon Empire one. Has the ability you draw. Choose a standing unit that can attack again, whatever, but it's only for Dragon Empire for whatever reason, whereas this one is for Storkea. These count as the original Overtrigger, so if we had a Dark States one, which apparently Japan did, you can play this in Chaos and it counts as 2 different names in Seoul, which means Chaos is by default somehow like the most difficult or expensive deck to build optimally, because all of the cards that have this are extremely expensive or extremely rare to get. So it's very messy situation to play like Chaos that way. But and then the last one is of course Solomon, which looks really nice. I would love to be able to get one of these, but see if I can train up my fiance to play premium, have her win so I can have this. I'm a free to play Chaos player, yeah. Honestly, that's the way to go. Because, like, you have Luminia, who counts as 2 names. It's like secret rare. You have the Steam clean sweep dragon, the one with the fucking giant titties. That one counts as 2 names. That one's a secret rare. You have fucking BCS championship promos that now you have to get to have multiple names. You have the triggers that you have to pay $20 to play a gacha to get like a 1 in 70th chance to get the trigger that you need or something like that. It sucks playing Chaos. Or it sucks at building Chaos specifically, I guess I shouldn't say, but yeah. Oh, you guys don't have participation? That sucks. I think that's it for the BCS news. So hope to see you guys out there. I'll be talking about BCS a lot more as we get closer. But for now, we got some anime spoilers. If you guys haven't seen the anime, we will be going over that. Not that there's anything too crazy, to be honest. So if you haven't seen it, you won't be missing. You won't get that spoiled unless someone in chat says something wild. But oh, let's go. Dawnbreaker's all caught up. Bet I can say all of I can say all the spoilers now. A couple of friends opened 3 of the FR packs today. Got 2 Shoujo Dojo Rhineline cards and 3 on the grade 3 Dragon Tree card. Yeesh. The Shoujo Dojo ones are probably gonna be worth a lot, honestly. But yeah, we had episode 3, right? Yeah, episode 3 of Divine Season 2. We had Ali Calibria, which is hopefully the last time I have to say this, piloted by Kyoma, going up against Welstra with Taizo. And yeah, Taizo won. I was a little bit shocked that he won. I'm not sure how they're going to do the season, right? Because they're either going to do, I'm assuming they're going to do one of 2 things, right? Either we're going to keep seeing back and forth wins and losses from each side of the teams until we get to the point where they're both tied, right? And then like whatever scenario they have to play out at that point happens. Or I thought it was going to be the kind of thing where like everyone was just going to lose the first half. Everyone's just going to get bodied until the point where then it's like a situation where like the vines, the faded ones, have to like win every single game. So there's a lot of pressure on like the last 3 or whatever. But it seems we're going to the first route than the second round, right? Shoujo Grade 2 FFR is currently $45. Jesus. Also, I feel bad for people that actually want to play Shoujo Doji that have been like playing a deck for this whole time, and now they gotta get pushed out because the deck is not good. To lose against a non-polar jackass. I think we're gonna see Matsuno and Akina lose, and then Mikoto now win, to be honest. Nah. Akina's not losing. As much as I wish they would do that, he's not losing. They don't have the balls to make their main character lose. They don't know what character development is. He's not gonna lose. Mikoto is probably gonna win. I feel like now might lose. I feel like Masanori is definitely gonna lose. 100% he's gonna lose. Mikoto might lose. I don't know. I'm quoting your ass. Go ahead. I would love to eat my words if Akina actually loses, but they're not gonna do it. They don't have the balls. They don't have the balls to make Superman lose, bro. They do not have the balls. Even plus, so she wins. I don't know. It feels like the pacing is a bit too fast. Yeah, it's definitely way too fast. I don't know what's gonna happen the rest of the season. Maybe there's a reason for that. We'll see. But would have liked to see some more character development, like I've been saying, because they made Kyoma, right, the dude with the glasses. He feels like the most throwaway character in the world right now. Cause like initially his deck just seemed like kind of whatever, right? His divine skill was kind of meh. His deck seems like cool and all. Doesn't seem like something that's actually gonna get supported, if we're all being honest here. Seems like a character we're never gonna see again, aside from like in the back, right? Like doing shit whenever Taizo needs shit to be done, right? And is never really gonna fight ever again, I think. Unless it's like one of those situations where everyone fights and he just gets bodied along with everyone kind of situation, right? Some sort of battle royale or some shit like that. I don't think he's never gonna do anything ever again. The way that this is kind of set up, and the way we're like blowing past all of this, which is a bit unfortunate, but we'll see. They're gonna do a 3-3 tie. Make Kyon face Akina. Yeah, more than likely that's what's gonna happen. Masaron is finally getting a dub. I don't know about that. Who do you think is possessed by the demon plushie? That we'll talk about that in a second. Also, they can still make a Hikari beat Akina to help develop his "What is my wish for" plot. They could. They ain't. I don't believe they're gonna, but we'll see. They're gonna pull a Yu situation where the loss doesn't matter, but the main comes back for another stuff to win. Yeah, that's actually not. That you're not far off of that. They might end up doing that like they did, which was so corny. So he'll just lose and then immediately fight again. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, hey, as long as he like loses, has some sort of development, you know, we'll see. So Kyoma's gonna end up being a less interesting Will Dress Taizo, even less than even less than that. Like, what is he gonna do? Because like all we know is that he's buddies with Taizo and he works for his company. Like, he has no plot relevancy at this point unless they take over Taizo's company or something like that, right? He has no other character traits or like anything. He has no importance. So he's just tier 3 background character at this point, which is a bit sad that they brought him up to like quote unquote antagonist level or whatever, and then they just like goodbye. But we'll see. But is big. He gotta join the team and sell new fights. Civilith, that'd be interesting. Akina will lose against his sister, go on a training spree, and come back with a new Raziel. I wouldn't be against that, right? If he actually loses and develops from losing, because he's again yet to actually lose, right? But yeah. So big spoiler plot twist here is that apparently Civilith has possessed one of the owners of the Destined Guards. We don't know who it is. Presumably it's not Kyoma, because he lost already and he's no longer corrupted. Presumably he's not it. The obvious choices, of course, being Kyon, because he's obviously important, and then a lot of people are thinking Hikari. I'm hoping. I don't really care who they pick, to be honest. I just care about how they go about it. That's all I really care about. They can pick whoever they want. I feel like Kyon is going to make the most sense, but I don't know if I like that, to be honest, because I don't want him to end up being the bad guy. All I care about is how they play it from here on out, right? The only way to make this work is if they do not make it super fucking obvious like they always do, right? Because they do not know subtlety in this anime. So what they need to do for the remaining episodes is make this shit the biggest mystery, right? They need to like throw like 50 red herrings at us to make us double guess, triple, quadruple guess who it is. That's what they need to do, right? They need to not make it where it's like a thing we mentioned in episode 3 and it doesn't come up to episode 11 where they just flat out reveal who it is, right? They need to make this like an actual thing where we're gonna be guessing for like the rest of the season is what they need to do. Whoever it is, I don't care. They just need to make it not be a whack ass reveal. That's all I'm saying. Funny thought occurred to me, what if we have an episode before the final fight and it's the 2 plushies running with their own decks? That'd be interesting. They're all monsters from Cray, so I don't know if they'll have their own decks, but we'll see. Add it to his deck for the final, possibly. It's more likely Hikari Ashley does want to go to Cray. So I mean, that makes him more of a candidate, right? Because he does want to go to Cray. It's more likely Hikari to manipulate Akina. I mean, I don't know if that matters. If there's any benefit for manipulating Akina specifically from the start, right? Because presumably they've already possessed them before the fight happened. But not gonna lie, it has to be Kyon because Kyon's wish is literally what Civilith really wants in order to go back and forth between Cray and Earth. Yeah, it's Kyo 100%. Money on Kyo. Kyo, Spike Brothers Dark from season 1. Yeah, I was like, what are you guys talking about? The OP actually spoils it. What does the opening spoil? Kyon, yeah. It makes 100% to be him. They even have, like, for the poster for season 2, it's literally Akina and Kyon on it. Like, there's obviously something going on with the two of them, right? before it's the lyrical girl. I wish, because she's the one that's like between her and Kyoma, they're the ones that like have no skin in this race. They're just fucking there to be there, right? To get their paycheck. So if they do that, that would be insane. But they're not gonna. They don't have the balls. One of these seasons to have an ending where Geese is teased. I don't know about all that. Little girl would be relevant as a jobber. Yeah. Want to cross over? Kyun meets Chrono due to their common dreams. Nah. Get that radar bug out of my. No, I'm kidding. I don't really care, but you can do all that stuff later on, not right now. So yeah. Kyun makes the most sense. I don't really care who it is. All I care about is the lead up and build up to that. Just make it not be corny as fuck and make it obvious as fuck, please. One of the characters' eyes transform into siblings. Which ones? Which one though? All right, but let's find out. Card fight. Well, let me open up a new tab actually. Card Fight Vanguard Divines Season 2 Opening 1. Should be this one, right? Firefox. That is this. They can't get me, Bushiroad. Can't get me. Can't get me. I'm not playing your music, so it's kosher. Let's see. One of the characters' eyes transforms into Sibyleth. One of the characters' eyes. Okay. The whole thing, I think they confirmed that Gui or whatever is around. Oh, was it Hikari? I think they basically confirmed that Masato is gonna get double teamed. It's gonna be a handicap match. Let's play this in super slow mo. Bozo can't play without ChatGPT. Yup. Think motherfucker thinks he's fucking Yugi and Yami Yugi over here. Oh boy. So let's see. Is it Hikari? Because her eyes be doing some crazy shit here, right? Okay. Alright. And then just go and turns into this. Alright, I don't think it's that. Yeah, what was that? What are we... Who's that? Hold up. Who that? Who this? Who the fuck is that? I've never seen this in my life. See me not show over my sub box? Oh, strange. What's AI coach? I mean, technically. Who the hell is this? Makoto? I doubt it. Or is it? Is that what it is? There's way too much speculation. I am all for that to be the reveal. Yeah. Is that Makoto? No, because we were looking at Kyun and whatever. Looks like, yeah, honestly, it looks like Ibuki. Whose eyes are these? Whose eyes are purple? I think that's the better question, right? Who has purple eyes? She has purple eyes. Why does she have purple eyes? This psychopath over here have purple eyes. Hers are kind of purple, right? So maybe it's just her looking at Makoto. Mikoto. Right, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe that's her in like her idol getup. But like it doesn't make sense, right? Considering when it comes up. Because presumably, right, this is Kyun looking at baby Kyun, baby Sho, right? And then we cut to this, and then we cut to, I guess, Hikari and Akina. Okay, so I guess that is it. So I guess that's it. It's just each of the pairings, right?
Okay, so maybe that it is. It's Mikoto. Okay, it's the fake cat girl. So it's them two, right? Then them, and then these two, and then that's Taizo and Kyoma, right? And then this is, I guess, the now girl, right? Or that's the now girl. I don't know. Impolino is Budget Messiah, yeah. I can't wait for that shit to be cool, so everyone can stop calling it Budget Messiah. Because that's the one I put my money on. So hopefully that's the cool one. Alright, whatever. I'll just let it play out, I guess. There's a bunch of the plushie this season yet. When is it? Wow, it's only 7. I don't know why I thought it was a lot later. To be clear, Team Polio all day. Okay, but yeah, it's the only one that I like. Lemme dress seems cool, but if I had to pick one of the Destined one, because a lot of them I don't like. Alden is second, right? Alden is might win my favor, but we'll see. But yeah, this I really like the girl, and I'm hoping this ends up being really cool. Damn, I don't know. We got an ass shot out of that. No Oldium? Nah, I don't like. I honestly don't like the design. The gameplay might change my mind, but we'll see. You wanna play Paldeal too? Nice. Alden, bro. Let's go. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If he sells me this this Friday, we'll see. But right. Eyes and it becomes lever dress, okay. And lever dress and Zorga and Walser for me. Yeah, I never really liked a lot of the faded ones, to be honest. Welster was like maybe the only one, but like I that deck makes me want to like unalive, honestly. Like that stresses me out. Yeah, Liel. I wish she looked a little different, because here she just literally looks like Liel but in black. I wish they gave her a couple more interesting details, but oh well. Raziel looks really cool here. Okay, here's the whole squad. Here's the whole other squad. Okay. Just went to Hot Topic. Not even. It looks like she just dyed her dress black. That's it. It's not even like... It just looks like a palette swap, honestly. From that image specifically, it just looked like a palette swap. I feel like on the card it looks way different. Yeah, shiny Liel, essentially. Okay, we got the whole gang. Cycling through real quick. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what you were talking about, Pablo. The closest thing we saw was Hikari, I guess. When her eyes, and then it showed the 2 plushies. No, that was the closest we got, I feel like. But Kyon still makes the most sense to me. I feel like to raise this case, it would probably be Hikari who is possessed, since they would explain her drastically personality shift. I mean, that's just the mind corruption thing. I'm still thinking it's like Kyon, and then like we're doing the scenario that was brought up earlier, where it's like Akina loses, and then they have a tie, and then Akina fights again against Kyon. I feel like that's how things are gonna play out. Iron Man with Alden is the fact that he needs 3 skills to operate, but all the faded / destined ones have 2 skills. Berserker having 3 skills, and a keyword with Liel 3 because anime bullshit. Yeah, Bushiro might not make good red herons, so I made my own. God damn it. Yeah, they don't. They do not know how to be subtle. They do not know how to not spoil shit. They do not know how to like surprise or like anything. It's just like, yeah, here's whatever. So I'm hoping, praying to Cristianos that for once they will hit us with a mix-up, right? They'll throw a curveball, right? They'll have some sort of tact, right? They won't just reveal it episode 4, right? But we'll find out next Tuesday how how wrong I am and how much I'm gonna eat my words, right? We'll see. But yeah, so we already sort of mentioned it, but next fight is, you know, Taboo versus Destined One of Protection, which is just Zorga versus Alden. We'll see how that goes. They mentioned here that it's that like Gui is involved, so again, it's gonna be fucking
This man Zorga is gonna get Masanori's gonna go into a fucking handicap match, right? He's got a tag. What's his name? Jinky got a tag team partner, bro. That ain't right. He got ChatGPT in his ears. Nerd. Hey Azim, how's it going? Hello, fellow nerd. How are you? That does happen. Maybe Hikaru will become the next Ren/Mide type character. Ren. Ren / Mide? I don't know if those are similar characters. For example, in Shadowverse Flame, we just straight up see the digital friend evolutions and Leviathan Dragon new forms. Bro, let the anime speak for itself, please. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's somewhat like I've heard it's like somewhat of like a Japanese thing where like they don't see spoilers the same way we do kind of deal, but yeah. Olden getting the protect markers so Bozo can for PG the Zorga attack makes the most sense. Started watching AEW, so I know attack teams are. That's what's up. Cool, now I can use all my wrestling terminology around you. That's perfect. Oh. It's just so easier to like talk about things in like wrestling terms because it just makes so much more sense sometimes. But yeah, this man's is gonna get fucking double teamed there. Or I'm not gonna go in. I was gonna go to innuendo as a joke, but I'm gonna stop. I'll stop from there. Also protect markers have no sense of gnome. I was okay at Rick Blackmire. Maybe, I don't know. That'd be kind of funny. I've been hyper fixated on Jinky this whole season. He's been single-handedly the most interesting cast member for me after Wildress. I love him. Yeah, after Wildress, yeah. So I'm glad that him of anyone came back. Him I was really happy about. Him playing Olden again, I was kind of like, oh man. I was hoping he'd get something new because I didn't like the original Olden, but we'll see what the Destin one does. I'm hoping it's something cool that I like, but until I get Angel Feather and Keter, I'm probably not gonna care, but we'll see. Or something Genesis. That's not Minerva, but we'll see. But I'm excited to see how this shakes out. I'm hoping they do something with him. Like, he doesn't have to be like major, but I'm hoping he gets, you know, something. Some sort of something. So he can win. Nah, he Masanori not winning. He's getting bodied. I'm sorry, he's getting bodied. Masanori's gonna get his ass beat. But I guess we'll see. Team 4 Star talked about it in their GT review because a lot of the episodes were like Goku gets turned into a metal plate. Yeah, it's like that famous Yu-Gi-Oh thing where it's like, oh my god, is Joey gonna die at the end of the episode? And then they show the preview, Joey dies, or like whatever it was. So yeah, it's just a different cultural thing for them, unfortunately. So we're waiting for Tomare to come back. I don't think she'll come back, to be honest, but she might come back with like the main cast, but I don't think she's gonna do anything of importance, to be honest. She got really stunted because of her deck being a control-based deck, but because for the most part, the appeal of the episodes are finding out how it happens. Yeah. But which is like, I get that to an extent, but you can also like be less subtle about it, or be more subtle. I should say, be less blunt. But yeah. So for now, people get your Olden promo before the anime airs. Yeah, thankfully I have 4 of them in foil already. Loses is because he gets lost in the sauce and blows up his gas in one turn. The episode literally called Jonochi-kun dies. Yeah, exactly. That's the one. Tomari se fue. I went Toya for making Masanori soft. Damn. I don't care if she plays, just want to see her. She'll show up, I'm sure. One Piece episode titles are the worst offenders of that. Oh man, okay, you know, one turn kill high roll deck, stop throwing one turn. 2 of my 4 promos haven't shown up. Oof, yikes. What promo? The Olden one? Yeah, I got that a long time ago. Before they even announced that I got everything. I have to get the new card from set 1 in SR because I only have 1 copy, but I have like all the Olden promos in like the high rarity, or the Olden cards, I should say, support cards in high rarity, because I just had them because they were dirt cheap, and I like getting high rarity cards for dirt cheap. Next episode, Masanori dies. Does current Olden run that promo? I don't know. I think you run both. Maybe I might do that. Yeah. But whoops. I think that is it, right? That's it for the anime spoilers. For anyone that was not around for when we were talking about the anime, but since the episode is that, next week we'll find out about the new Olden as well as 2 support cards for Zorga. I think specifically 2 for Zorga, and then a bunch of cards for Alden, And they also specifically mentioned an alt art. They didn't say for who, they just said an alt art will also be revealed. Presumably this means a DSR, because they used the same wording when they revealed the DSR for Lever Dress, but we'll see. Might end up just being a secret rare. But they didn't say that for Alicalibria, right? So we'll see. Which is interesting if he does get a DSR, right? Because like Lever Dress and Kyona are important, so for him to get another DSR, that's kind of wild. Or I guess not DSR because he had a seat, but it's kind of the same thing. DSR Jinky, please. It's possible. I don't know. We'll see. They did use the wording. It might be a Zorga card. That'd be kind of weird if the Zorga card gets an alt art, but hey, who knows? I'm trying to think of a Keter deck to main. I still haven't played Graham. Oh man. I mean, you can pick up Bolden if it's any good. 2? Yeah, there's 2. There might be 2. I don't know why, right? You don't even use the old one. So that'd be kind of weird for him to get yet another one, but hey. Yu has how many? I'm pretty sure every single one of his cards. Like, what? He has Trickstar, he has Nirvana, Jiva. He has 2 different ones for Mahar. By the way, so that's what Trickstar, Mahar, 2 for normal Nirvana, 2 for Mahar, 1 for Jiva, right? 1 for Esper Idea. Does Esper Idea have I don't think Esper Idea has a DSR, does it? Oh, it does, right? Doesn't it have one? Is the Esper Idea the no? Yeah, it does, right? Esper Idea is the like yeah, the fucking dark Yu. Yeah. Fucking Esper Idea didn't even play that fucking card and it has a DSR, bro. Unbelievable, man. The horse doesn't have one. Isn't Esper Idea the horse? You didn't even wear that fit, yeah, bro. I don't understand why they did that, bro. They showed and that was before he got the red fit, right? The red fit was good, right? Oh, Expecta. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. I mixed up 2 of them. I was looking at Expecta in my head, but I was calling it Expert Idea. But yeah, that was before the red fit, right? They gave him the fucking ugly like 12-year-old in like a hoodie fit from season 1, and then they showed the cool ass drip, and then they never used it. The horse was the 15k crit one. Yeah, expect them. This idea is a grade 4. Yeah, the one you play in Cyrano, unfortunately. Hey Dark King, how you doing, buddy? Zoro, when he gets his head bashed by Bastion, thought that he was safe. Now Bastion's old unit's about to show up, and he's in fact about to get some real generational ass whooping. Good, beat that man to the ground. As you final villain of Defiance Trust. Someone in the Discord had mentioned that. I don't know if it was Pablo or someone else. If they make it Yu that comes back and they possess him, that would be lit. If we get actual evil Yu with the drip and he actually does shit, we get another Nirvana deck. We get another mechanic instead of crossover dress. Instead of overdress, crossover dress is like whatever an edgy version of dress is, right? And his fucking thing would be like divine dress, right? Like, I can't wait. We both said divine dress. Yeah, like that'll be his divine skill. It'll be like divine dress, but then like he'll have a new mechanic, a new dress mechanic that'll be like something edgy. Like I can't think of an edgy word that they would use, right? Because they already did overcross. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of one. What are we listening to? Okay, still that. Okay, cool. You're not suck as one hell of a challenge, yeah. Would be good for a Dark King, that is forever. What would Dark King play? Dark King seems like a Vladimir player, to be honest. Conti dress. Underdress, yeah. Z dress, dark dress, emo dress, edge dress. That's actually not how bad. Edge dress goes kind of hard, I don't know. Kind of bros keeps having to say, how many times do we have to teach an old man disorder? Yeah. But I would really like that if you came back. and he was fucking. We got the Dark Drip, and he was evil, and he actually did shit. That's a UU I can get behind. But speaking of stuff I can get behind, like I said, we have a lot. I think we're only halfway through. We have a lot. Sorry about that. So we got announced. I think it was this Monday that a special edition English product will be coming to local game stores. We won't find out until this Friday at 8 a.m., which is like my fucking 6 a.m. or something like that. Is the game color scheme? Is it? Oh yeah, it kind of is, yeah. But it's like 100% confirmed that it's the Virginia deck product, because there's no other deck product we don't have in English. And Bushiroad, American Bushiroad, Bushiroad of America or North America, whatever, EN Bushiroad, they don't make anything on their own, right? They either don't have the right or they just don't give a shit. They will never make up their own product. They're just gonna copy and paste whatever Japan has and give it to us in English. Virginia, yeah, I don't know how to say Verilia or whatever the hell his name is, so I just call him Virginia. I'm not even gonna waste your guys' time me trying to present it, right? They made the mass set, yeah, look how that turned out. Right, the one thing they got, they made themselves, and look where we got. I'm pretty sure that was probably like Bushiroad Japan, hey, just make this shitty fucking scam of a product so we can bump up our numbers. But it's just this, right? Which is an amazing product. So I forgot who, I think it was Agro Rich that was asking in the beginning. This is the product that you give to new players. This is finally our deck product that we can actually have people play. This is a deck that has cards that have fucking effect in them, right? So people can actually use this. This comes with an energy generator included. So you don't have to go buy a whole new product. You can just buy one deck product. It's not going to cost you, presumably, $50, $60, $100 to buy the deck set, right? You could just buy this. That should not be more than $20 or I will kill someone. And you can actually start playing the deck. You get 4 of like every single card except one of them. Fine, whatever. Fuck us, I guess, right? You can actually play this. Upgrade it super easy. This is the best product that they have made. In all of like the overdress era, the best product, right? 100%. Hell with this deck. That's the reason the Rose was delayed. Shut up, bro. Get the hell out of here. Shut up. Then what was the point of putting them in the second booster set? It's fine. It was a common and a rare. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's totally fine. Although this deck is going to be cheap to upgrade. Yep, super cheap. Gonna add sleeves and mark it up 100%. Honestly, this cannot cost more than $20. It has to say cheap. Like, I don't know what. I'm old, right? Like, I'm old as fuck, right? But back in my day, Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure decks were like $10, $11, right? I don't know what it is now. I'm assuming if I adjust for inflation, it's maybe like 15, 16. I don't know. But this needs to cost the same as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck. Whatever it is that the One Piece players are paying for their like 500 different trial decks that they get every month, goddamn them for getting so many deck products, it has to be the same price as this. It cannot be a $30-something product. It cannot be, man. It just can't be. I'm going to be 200 second manual this will cards. Make this shit cost $200. The only reason this will cost a lot is if one, they're stupid and they short print it, or two, if they put the stupid promo, the Unite the Sky or whatever on it, the Regalias piece. That's the only reason that's gonna fuck this up. I kind of hope they don't, or if they do, that they print this to the ground, right? To where that promo is dirt cheap and fucking shitty sellers and scalpers can't mark this up because it's just not worth it. But yeah, yes, I am indeed a boomer apparently. Technically, I'm a millennial, but yeah. For $1 trial deck that includes power counter, fine. I'll take that. $20, I think, to start a card game is decent. Cannot be any more than that. It better not be $21, $22. No. I will go to Bushiroad in America and I will start some shit. It says $25.99. It better not be that much, I swear. I find that the website you can check if your tourney is A or B, and Chile is A. Oh, rip Chile. Rip. Absolutely rip. 2001. That better just be tax. I'm serious. This better not be. This better not me. And I unfortunately, right, because the trial decks didn't have effects. So if they pull the kind of shit where they're like, oh well, this has effects, so we gotta charge you extra money for their effects, I might honestly quit the game if this is like $4 or something like that. Unless it's like the only way that this can cost more if they do like the stand-up trial decks and like they make it $40, but it comes with extra cards. It comes with a storage box and a deck box, not the one that they sold in Japan. It has to be a real deck box. Not that that one's bad. That one's actually kind of good, but it has to be a real actual deck box, brand new, and sleeves. Right? That's the only way I can justify this being more than $20, which is already, I think, too much. But yeah, we're excited about cards that have effects. They have effects, and they're actually no cards. They're brand new cards too, right? Fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brand new cards, and they even have reprints. But 6 brand new cards, 2 of which you can use in other decks. Man, such a good product. It's driving me insane. It'll be the same price as the Stride deck set with no promo. Go away. I'm about to ban the words Knight and Rose and Stride and deck set. If you keep bringing your bad juju to this product better be good. I swear to God. I better be able to make like 50 videos on why you should get this product. I better be able to campaign for everyone that wants to get into Vanguard to buy this product. Otherwise, it's a wrap. It's a damn wrap. I'm about to go become like a Shadowverse. Probably not, because that game's not doing. I'll get into One Piece. Bushiroad. I'll get into One Piece. I will jump ship to One Piece if you do not make this product good and decent. Is there a premium version for $180 of this? I hope not. This probably has no cards in effect, honestly. Yeah. Oh man. Bushiroad product. Yeah. I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh. They just didn't have the mermaid support yet. Honestly, I have like 100 billion Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll get back into Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll do it. That's a cry for help. I'll do it, Bushiroad. It's a cry for help. I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh! If you don't make this product good. I'll be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Streamer again. I'll do it. I'll go back. I'll go back to my dark times. I'll do it. I'll get Snake Eyes. I'll pay $300 for one copy of a card. I'll do it. Make this decent. So real quick, here are the cards. Yeah, I'll relapse exactly. Yeah, I'll relapse back to my dark times. Here are the cards real quick. So we got Drag Ritter, Jabli here. So this says when this is discarded, you may put this into your soul. So this is an 8K Tokodarashi, which is nice, so you can play this. But it also has an additional effect where if you have Virginia, it gets 5K power. So you can play this in different decks, so it's actually viable in something else, right? As you can this guy, the Gin of Trusting Luck. If this is discarded from your hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Look for one normal order to add to your hand. What the fuck? They got a fucking the penguin Tecton. They gotta pick a fucking Tecton in Dragon Empire. Great. This is Virginia specific. So when this is placed, you Soul Blast one, look at top 7, look for one of the specific orders, and then put it into your hand. And then this also can boost as grade 2. So pretty good. Wood for the Jin. God damn it. Oh, those are fighting words. Really pleased you're desperate, but not desperate to go back. We all know the game is cursed as hell. I'll do it. If this product isn't decent, I'll do it, bro. I'll leave. Love generic so much. Yes. This is one of those dumb 15k cards. This one at least has 15k shield, but you can't use this unless your Vanguard is Virginia. This is the main card, which is the grade 3. That says you choose the mate guy, and they both get 5k, and then it gets 10k if you have your opponent's on grade 3. And then your front row, if you have Virginia and you play the finishing hold, you can put this to soul to draw 1 counter charge. Pretty nice. Works out pretty nicely together. Then it says if you boost the mate guy, you energy charge 1. And then if he stands, this booster stands, right? Because Virginia can restand one, so you can restand the 15k guy. So it works out perfect. Make this product good! I'm not fucking around, Booster Road! Oh, yeah. The Legion mate, yeah, exactly. If I leave your barrel deck, sure. You can have it. I'll send it to you all the way up to Canada. I never noticed the 15k shield around. That's kind of good. Yeah. If it wasn't for that card would annoy me. But 15k shield is kind of nice. Yeah, they're doing that. You need a random vanilla to make the deck work again. I mean, not really. It's not vanilla. It's a 15k shield. So now I just Union in the Sky. Yeah, that's gonna make or break this for me. Hopefully this is not limited printed. Hopefully. I don't know when this has to come out for sellers to like buy 100 million copies of this. Like, I need this to be good, damn it. I'm gonna make like 1 million videos. Booster, I'm telling y'all, I'll make 1 million videos. I'll sell this product, bro. I'll sell this product so fucking hard. I'll make so many videos. I'll top a BCS with Virginia, bro. Out of the box, bro. I'll do it if you just make this product reasonable. That 3 Valor Blitz and it's liking it better? Yeah, I haven't even considered that card, honestly. Because I've tried not to look into too much of set 3. I just tested Lukier a bit, and that's about it. I have a build for Lukier, and that's about it. I'm going to that relatively blind. I have like most of the cards splitted to get. The only thing I have to get is Shoulder Doji, unfortunately. I can't play that till October. Good God. You're gonna make some video on how to do cheap or deluxe upgrades, and the video just record this. Honestly, like I'll break it down, like price level, bro. Bouchereau, help me, help you, help me. It's the same deck, but they turn all the non-bosses into vanillas. Sell it for $25. The extra sales are the English version of set 5. No, go to jail. Go directly to jail. This is a cry from Curly, please. Honestly. Oh, I'm excited to sacrifice. For sacrifice lessons, okay, right line. Oh, I have to get the what is it, Stoiklaha? I have to get that also, because I don't have a Stoichia slit. I might end up getting a Stoichia slit when I get paid tomorrow, so I can get the Mistyark stuff, but we'll see. So I'm gonna make Lab Head work. I did test him out, but yeah, that deck is it's gonna need another wave to like be actually anything. Yeah. That I'm gonna pick up, but I have to get the a split for it, or maybe not. I might just buy singles, because like the only reason to get the split is to get the dumb Leonor card. But I might just pass on that, because if it's only really played in Leonor, I just get everything else, which will probably be like $1 max for everything, right? So the only thing that I think I'm gonna have to spend a lot for is Shoulder Doji, unfortunately, because it's been seeing results and getting super hyped up, but we'll see. BCS, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll set up a thing at Philly, and I'll fucking cast a whole ass event. FRs, and yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can get the SRs. Hopefully me and Azim can get all of the Mythiarch stuff for dirt cheap, and then we body everyone with our cute fish people, fish animals. Or to be the Anta 2.0, whatever. We'll be running it, and everything will cut it in like 2 weeks. Yeah, but I have to get. I would like to get 4 copies of it to have it, but especially because like my fiance plays Star Chaos, so I'd like to have access to it. But I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so that's the deck product. I enjoyed this here really quickly because this came out Friday also, where they mentioned that the PR packs for Lyrical Divines Lyrical 1 is going to be carbon copy of the ones from set 4, and I was gonna put it on like a thing, you know, when I like black out the screen and I show it in text something. I was gonna say that it's literally the same one, but they had the audacity to say it themselves, because it says right here, if you read it, that it's the same goddamn pack. They didn't even hide it. They literally say it on the announcement that it's the same thing. Which is whack. Like, these were like fine when they were announced for Lyrical 4. We definitely don't need them again, and we don't need them for Lyrical 1. There were so many better choices, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here we are. At least to be honest, I guess, yeah. So it is what it is. They could have reprinted Lavora. I would have yelled so loud. I would have made a a video roasting her if they did that. I present the same, literally proudly, because they're not even hiding it, right? They didn't even you didn't even have to like cross-reference or anything like that. They just say it right there. But it is what it is. The guy PRs aren't even played anymore. Nope. This is not seen play. This is not seen play. This has yet to become important. This is seeing play, and I believe this is seeing play. This really isn't seeing play where it needs to get reprinted again. So definitely not worth getting a case for. I'll say that much. No, Azim is not running anymore. Is one of them named Azim? Oh right, Azimi. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, you're going into the the bulk binder, Azim. Sorry about that. The fuck is this promo ass shit? Yep. Colored gun welder and before gets a reprint again. Can't believe I pulled one of those in my puzzle collection boxes. They could just reprint Yuika again. Honestly, they could have just done that. There's so many double rares and rares they could have printed here, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's talk about some better news. Let's talk about something a little bit happier, right? Because as Bushiroad usually does, they do one good thing and then they do one bad thing. They can never go plus, right? They always have to break even. Here's the good thing that they announced is that we actually got a date in English for Set 5, which is apparently called Omniscience Awakening. Hopefully Omnicrucio gets support there considering their names are slightly similar. Some weirdos don't like this for whatever strange reason, but this is the best thing they could have done. That's your birthday? Oh wow, happy birthday to you in a very long time. Awakening equals plushie? Possibly. Her eyes do look a bit odd. I don't know if her eyes were always that red. Well, I think they always were, yeah, because they do the blue hair, red eyes, yeah. Shiny yellow, yeah, essentially. So, this is nuts. So yeah, so this is coming before the Stride deck sets, which is totally fine. What was Minerva's card title again? It was, I have it right here. It was Minerva Rising. The box? You mean it was Minerva Rising? Minerva's card title? I have that too, not trying to. Yeah, it was Omniscience. Regalia Minerva. This is Omniscient. Yeah, Omniscient, and then Omniscience. Yeah, so just reusing terms, I guess, for whatever reason. But so you into the eye thing? Yeah, I'm bro. If Bushiroad is not gonna create hype and like play this out, I'll do it. I'll fucking do that too. I gotta sell a deck product. Now I gotta sell an anime. I'll do it, Bushiroad. Don't fuck with me. So logo is lever dresses wings? Oh yeah, it kinda is, huh? Interesting. Didn't Set 13 last year come out? Shipping problems that caused some crazy delays. I don't think it actually got delayed. I think it had some shipping problems, but I don't think it like the day got pushed back or anything like that. It might have gotten pushed back a week. I don't remember, but I don't think it was anything crazy. But bug support is 100% guaranteed. Yeah, I'm assuming everyone, all the Divine units should get Destined units, I should say, should get support this set. Even if it's just 1 or 2 cards, or 2 or 3 cards, I should say. Yeah, Shining Yellow Dragon Empire deck has no excuses. I'll do it. Lever Dress is about knowledge and being omniscience and having all knowledge, yeah. And Flagber, yeah, Flagber better be no, bro. English, I'll do it. Oh man, Bugo needs about 2 more cards to feel completed. Lever Dress and Raziel probably get a new form. Nah. Lever Dress getting a new form would be so ass. It just got a form. It better not get another form in this set. That is complete garbage if they do that. But more importantly, right, is this. So we were before trying to figure out when these products were coming out, because we had this steady line of products coming out 85 days, which is a little bit shy of 3 months. But Bushiroad, to their credit, possibly is looking like they're narrowing the gap here, right? Because we had set 4 was surprisingly 77 days. So they gave it to us a little bit earlier. I expected this to come out like the first week of November, the first Friday in November, but instead they did October. And this is even sooner, unless my math is wrong, because this comes out, set 5 comes out in October in Japan, and we get it in December. That's kind of crazy. That's barely shy of 2 months, right? It's 60 days as opposed to like the 3 months we were getting before. So we also don't have any other product being announced, right? So they're in a very easy position to just close out the gap right now. They can just close the fucking gap. They can just close the gap and have worldwide releases, but we'll see. Your strong circuit genericness better not be anything for you guys. Like we're better cross right into Maelstrom? Nah. Or they released Baiko after Unica? Well, that's a mask, but that was pretty ass also. To be fair, Jack Jewel, Mask, and Ignis both exist. Well, Ignis was set 13 and Mask was set 10, so there was at least space in between. The Lame Apocalypse, I just want DLC, me too. But that would fix that problem. I had a whole rant about this, but I forgot about it. But if they did that, that would fix the Deer Days problem, right? Because they can very easily catch up with the DLC with Deer Days, because there's no gap between English and Japan, so the Deer Days can be better lined up, which means the Japanese community can actually give a fuck about Deer Days, because they sure as hell are not going to play that game, because it's literally like a year behind for them. You think it's behind for us? Imagine them who are already ahead, right? So you close the gap, you have Deer Days catch up, Deer Days can live, Japanese players can fucking play the game. Right? So we'll see if this is really what's happening, but we're steadily closing the gap. You know, I see it as a legit awesome plus, but we'll see. What is the idea of a funny April Fool's joke for Bushiroad? Lyrical next set. I've seen the first Token Rambu set on April 1st. Yeah, everyone thought it was a joke. I mean, they've done a bunch of April Fool's things, but they just never actually release anything. But I have a feeling that they're going to come out with a new game rather than continue to update Deer Days. I think they're going to do one more update that has set 12, the rest of set 11, and set 13, and then that's going to be the last update for Deer Days. And then they're going to make Deer Days 2 or something like that. I think that's what they're going to do. And it's not going to come out until after like set 6 of Deer Days or something is released, and then it's going to have everything before that. But Divine's video games, instead of DLC named Cardfight Dear God. Vanguard games happen every 3 years, so next year makes sense. Yeah, unfortunately. Hopefully it is not like a video game and it is more like a Master Duel client finally, so that we don't have to worry about this kind of nonsense. But that would be revolutionary. No. That would suck. It would not suck. Heck, shut the hell up. How the hell would that suck? How the hell would that suck? I doubt the new update. I doubt the new update now, since the last DLC was called Extra Pack. Yeah. Master Duel is not a nice place. I don't give a shit if it sucks somewhere else. Do it here, but better. Just do that, but better. Easy peasy. But yeah, I feel like they have to update it because there's just missing cards from the last set. Like, it would make no sense to not update it. I originally thought they were gonna do the rest of set 11 and set 12 in one pack, and then one big pack for like Lyrical 4 and set 13. But I don't know. I don't know why the fuck they haven't announced it or why they haven't done anything. I don't know. Motherfuckers just hate money. They hate money and making right decisions. Imagine Bushiroad does a tournament on Deer Days to determine who goes to Worlds. They could have done that. They could have actually supported Deer Days to that extent. But they didn't even bother doing fucking spectating in the damn game. Whatever. They're allergic to making money, bro. I don't understand. They want to do all these shitty, scammy things to make money when they could just make 4 or 5 better choices and the money will just come in. More like a Legacy of the Duelist? Yeah, essentially. I don't have anything against those types of games, but I would rather not have that. I would honestly much rather some sort of free-to-play experience, as crappy as that is, right? Some free-to-play experience that kind of works out, that you can play it and people can actually play the game. That's something the game really needs right now, especially after they shot Vanguard Zero in the face. We need some easy entry point for people to experience Vanguard. That's not just the anime, and that's not just garbage trial decks that you can't actually play. They want to appeal to the small indie artists inside of all of us. No, do not. Do not stop doing that. But yeah, hopefully this is good news. We'll see what happens in the winter conference, because I'm assuming by then we'll have information about set 5 and they'll announce set 6, which is should be another encounter set, another, you know, the break set, encounter set, Cray Cross Epic set, etc, etc. I would not be surprised if that one's kind of crazy, right? Because the Cray Cross Epic fellas didn't get anything last set in set 3, so we might see something crazy come out for them there. Chaos Breaker, I don't know if we'll get Chaos Breaker now. He's definitely coming soon, but I don't know about now because of the fact that we just got a Dimension Police encounter, right? And that's in Brandgate. So I don't know if they'll do another encounter for Brandgate so soon, but they're kind of running out of non-stride encounters to do, so we'll see. Remember that banger game that came out during G and it was actually good, but it never got fully released. The one that was not in like English. I'm still waiting for Tsukiyumi. I don't know how they didn't do Tsukiyumi in set 3, but it is what it is. Platinum has a Blood and Glory Maelstrom incoming. Oh yeah, because it's the 6th set, right? So that's more than likely what's gonna happen, unfortunately. No cool encounters, just a bunch of lamos getting their upgrade form. Sorry, Azabe, but that's probably going to be the encounters. Because we were 3 years into D standard and Lock will still break the game. Rip the card for online, yeah. Give me the shrimp. Yeah, whatever. Take set 6 and blow up with your lamo encounters. Honestly, not that there's... I already got Venus Lucier, and there's really nothing else that they can make it to encounter other than like Perfect Riser that I would care about, so it is what it is. Penis? Wow, okay, Kugula. Just comes into chat. Or set 6 with new strides, or set 6 with 0 strides. How about that? That sounds good to me. Would Chaos have a crest like Messiah to nerf locks? No, because it's not a stride deck, so it would presumably not have a crest. I'm not a robot. I don't know. Robots tend to come in and say penis in random chats. I just want Riviere or Loris. Well, we could have gotten that, but we're getting Maelstrom. So you can blame your boy for that. Why don't you love me, Master? Because you keep talking about penis. Leopold, Reggie, and Shiroyuki. Yeah, those are probably the only ones that are left. Jisun at 16. Nope. I'm gonna say penis. Stop making me say penis. Monica says that right. I can never blame me. That's my childhood birthday. Unbelievable. I mean, we did get a crest like Mushi King Quint, so it's possible, not entirely likely. Yeah, Shiriki never appeared in the anime. I mean, I don't think neither did Venus Lucier. I don't think so. So. So what using a Generation Break 8 was like, just play a stride deck, get 8 cards face up, and you'll have like plus a billion to your front row. that's basically what it's like. The Bushiroad does anything for G's 10th anniversary? When is the 10th anniversary? I'm just checking. True Moderator always tortures the streamer, unfortunately. Set 6, new strides? No. 16 stride deck. Chrono Command. Les Messiah? Obguna Balls? Luard? Mugen Lord? For sure, no, absolutely not. Beto? as the new president of Bushiroad of America, vetoed. Shiranui gets nothing. Had you not included Shiranui, I would have maybe let that slide, but absolutely not. It's a package deal. We're passing on that. Nope. Just Maelstrom, just the Platinazzle, and just the blood. That's all you're getting for set 6. Nothing else. But yeah. Any case, speaking of, I mentioned it earlier because I forgot to segue into it, but on some more depressing news, for whatever reason, apparently security reasons, the Japanese Vanguard Zero account will be shutting down in July. A year since the game shut down. Now we get to lose the Twitter account too. We don't know what's going to happen with the English one. I would not be surprised if that follows suit, because again, they just copy and paste from one another. The English version just cannot make up their own decisions. Yes, it was indeed a thing. They would retweet whenever they would raid the corpse of Vanguard Zero to sell random merchandise. They would retweet it. You have to throw the X and the Abyss in there? Nah. Amanda. Who the hell is Amanda? Which will Rena? They sure as hell better not. If you do it for one, you unfortunately gotta do it for all of them. Alright, then yeah. It's just not happening. Trying to get a new car. I'm about to go over to JP and Bruce Road and have some rides. Yeah, do it. Trying to replay as chair 100%. So many better choices. Vote Mephisto. I don't know any of these cards. Or are these tries that we're talking about? But okay, and every stride deck has a gear original stride except Rose. I doubt it. I already got a 0 to make history collection. Yeah. Oh god. Poor game. Didn't deserve what happened to it. Oh, Pale Moon Strides. Mephisto. Oh yeah, there's no Amanda. Mephisto. Mephisto's ass. I already get Mephisto. I guess if they give him a better ability. Yeah, Amanda's kinda ass too. I thought you were talking about encounter cards, and I was just like, who the fuck are these people? But never mind. But what else do I have here? Oh yeah. Quick thing. I think I have 2 more things in these slides. I told you it was gonna be a big one today. Quick thing, real quick. Not Discord. Having a tournament in the Discord, the Drop Zone. It's the name of our Discord. Having a tournament this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to play that, it's gonna be right after the anime. So you and your opponent can talk about how cool or lame it was that Masanori got stepped on during the match. Just so you know. There's a link if you want to join. I still don't get the Shiranui nerf. There's LT that are probably better for the deck. It is. It makes no sense. The only nerf was taking out Shoji Doji, but it really was not a nerf. So they literally did not touch the deck at all. It was like basically like it was like if someone had a machine gun and they took out one of the bullets out of the like 60 from the clip. That's basically what the nerf did, essentially. So barely anything, honestly. What your favorite hunter was also has? They just made it into Metallica Phoenix Plus. Yeah. A lot of people would pay good money for that card. But yeah, if you want to throw down, can join a tournament. Speaking of Shiranui, we're doing the ban list. That did nothing, but doesn't mean Luard loses dog. Also, I added an extra one where you can't use the fucking grade 2 from Festival Collection because that shit's crazy and it should not be allowed under Geneva Conventions. So that is banned. That's choice restricted with Shiranui and also the Overtrigger for this specific tournament. But okay, here's the last thing. Last thing we have on the docket for today, and maybe we can do 1 or 2 test hands for I like a brew. The Cairo guy.
Oh, but the last thing we have here is I guess a friend, I would say, or someone who was my friend, decided to do a tier list. Here, basically about basically all the cards in the format. I say was my friend because they didn't use my tier list template, right? I'm the tier list template guy, and they had the nerve to not use my template. They used some other random template that has like the I think it's Thai or whatever, Eva, which is like censored. They had the nerve to not use mine, right? But because they had the nerve to do that, I was thinking we could take a look at this tier list and roast it real quick. Sorry for the win, Messiah. Yeah, apparently Messiah is really good. Local server, I'm in, posted this and it devolved into constant fighting and shit talking. Damn. Just remember everyone, it only becomes a war crime after you win. But I don't think Messiah is tier S. Well, who's Charlie Tran? I think that's the what is his name? Shit. I'm blanking out. Yeah, Card Dweeb. There you go. Oh, God. Whew. Yeah, the Tachikaze guy. Should be top of A+. So the thing with Messiah is that it's a stride deck. It can now bind more than one thanks to the order. It also has access to its cards, right? The thing that was keeping Messiah bad is that it didn't have access to its cards. It needs literally the grade 2 and the grade 1 from the deck to do anything, and you have to just draw into those before. Now you don't. Thanks to Festival Collection, you can play that one grade 2, look at top 5, add that card, right? Play that. So the deck actually works now. And apparently it can draw like 5,000 cards. Because it can get a bunch of soul, and it can Soul Blast for every card that gets unlocked. So I can draw like 5 cards at the end of the turn as well. So it's apparently really, really strong. I don't know if it's like the best deck next to Shiranui, because Shiranui with the Festival Collection Forward and Rivos is kind of insane. So I don't know if they're on the same level, but yeah, I just built it yesterday and did a test hand with Messiah, and it's pretty good. Which Brancate card? It's the Keter Brancate one, the girl with the robot, the one that says, so you counterblast one, you put a card from the bottom of your deck, from your grave, from drop into bottom of your deck, either order or normal, and then you counterblast one, look at top 5, either add an order or call out a unit. That lets you search out your grade 2 or grade 1 that you need in order to lock, and in order to get locked to draw cards and also power up your Vanguard. Also, they can play the Brancate OT. So, right now, seeing Messiah's profiting, yeah. I got the Keter to Keldun. Don't know what to do with it though. Yeah, trying it out right now in Veleno, but might end up cutting it. Because I saw someone play it in some different fight video, but might end up cutting it out. Eh? We got to see Messiah is my boy. Veltros and Leah, that's the name. Yeah. Tiny Zero, I guess. Eva, of course, got her promo, so she's pretty good. Zorga's pretty solid as well, because, you know, showing with crit. Hi, where's your PG? Leonore is apparently good. I believe this is after set 3, right? I believe this is after set 3. Yeah, it should be after set 3. I don't know why Rezael is so high, to be honest. I feel like he should be in B. But we've got Chronojet in A. Again, Festival Collection, just making all the stride decks even stronger. Drag Jeweled, I don't think uses that specifically, but Drag Jeweled just has its own thing going on. Welstra in A, I feel like it should be in B, just because that deck makes me want to, you know, do bad things to myself. We got ourselves No Shoujo in the top. Maybe this is just Festival Collection. That makes more sense, considering. Yeah, this is probably just Festival Collection for English. Okay, so it's not considering set 3, so that's why there's no Shoujo Doji. Yeah. It still has Saragon access along with the hostage cards. Yeah, if we're talking about set post Festival Collection, then I guess, I don't know. Like, I know it has like the hostage stuff, but I don't see that winning games. So that's why I don't know about putting it in A per se. But it's sure gonna be the top. Yeah, so this just should be post Festival
festival before set 3. What card from festival collection helps Chrono Jet? I was taking notes. It's the I think both of them. I think they play the Dark States grade 1, the one that says if you play it you soul charge 1, and also if you discarded something you energy blast to get it back. And then also there's the one that's played in, unfortunately, in Shiranui, which is like $50, where it says on place you counter blast 1, soul blast 1, get 5k, then call something out from soul. Those are the 2 cards that they're playing. Ojin does without saying, goes without saying. Yeah. Kyrie's an interesting one. I haven't tested Kyrie. I've been hearing buzz about Kyrie. I don't know about A also. Same with Veleno. I don't know about A, but I guess it depends what A is, because there's an A and then there's an A+. So I'm assuming, to relate it, this is like tier 0, this is tier 1, and this is like tier 2, which I guess makes sense for this. I feel like this goes up here, but maybe not. Other than that, everything else kind of makes sense, yeah. So I guess that's how you should look at it. I don't know. Kyrie is so good right now. What about Prisms above Kyrie? What puts Prism above Kyrie? What's the lack of her having Elementar, but now she does? She's better Prisms? I mean, yeah, essentially, yeah, she is better Prisms. She can play other cards. She has triple drive. She can play more generics, right? She doesn't have a counterblast cost or anything that's tied to her skill. Her shit is free. So yeah, there is that. She can also skip ride. So there's that. Bargovidia is falling, yeah, unfortunately. I don't know about Thegra being at the bottom of C, but yeah, I was gonna put together Kyrie. I don't want to play. I just hate that Kyrie is literally. I was telling Ek that there's no such thing as lyrical pile, but Kyrie is literally just lyrical pile, right? Because it's just every triple rare that you play in lyrical, you just put in that deck, and then anything that says Kyrie, right? So I just hate that about it, because then I have to take it from all the other decks that play it. But Rudo is which one? Oh, let's play this one. Sure, Kai's good. Immensely, but the deck is ass. I mean, I don't know about the bottom of C. I feel like Avantgarda is slightly more ass right now than Thegra, but yeah, I don't know. Most decks are 8 ATP for lyrical until Divine Set 1, but I agree with most of these things. I don't agree with this. Please don't give him anything, Azim. Keep those. And I also hope these are not playable in Night Rose at all. Magnolia Elder really that low? Yeah, I feel like Magnolia Elder could go up here, honestly. I feel like the deck, I don't know. The deck is in a weird spot. Like, I think it's good, it's playable, it can do its thing. It just doesn't do anything crazy compared to these other decks, right? Which is, I think, the problem. Like, it just plays decent Vanguard, so this is probably a good spot. You can probably move it here. I feel like it's maybe better than Chris Rain, because it's like Chris Rain, but slightly better in my opinion. Wow. Trying to go in force is the equivalent of trying to beat a bear with a wet noodle. Yeah. Vanguard benefits from both the Dark States Brancate and the discard cycle, but yeah, we have no space. And my Chukus for Claudine Girl is good. Mine too. Mine aren't FFR, but yeah, that's where they're going to, unfortunately, for now. Yeah, I don't know how Morphonic is better than Mygo, but alright. I don't know how Magnolia Mask is this high up, to be honest. I feel like it's a little lower than that. I feel like Tamayura is a little bit better than Magnolia Mask right now, but it's kind of whatever, right? Because there's really like, yeah, because like he mentioned it too, but like, yeah, the format's pretty open, whereas like anything above B you can probably do pretty well with, right, against anything else that's in B and above. It's really these that are kind of like rogue / struggle street. But even then, like, Orpheus Mask isn't so bad.
This can steal some games. This can steal some games, right? I feel like Solarian is actually pretty decent, to be honest. This I feel is like still pretty good, right? So.
Well, Charlie Tran is just that he's the Dino guy, and that's the Dino card. That's all it is. That's it. So, no, I guess not. I was gonna say maybe this is better, but no, Crest is too strong. This maybe could go like the bottom here, just because it could cheese games and Divine Skill's strong. But I don't know about Greedon being so high. I have not tested Greedon with the new cards, but I guess. Where's Barrel Magus? Not here, unfortunately. He, I don't know. I don't know where he would end up here, but he's not in a good spot for set 2. I was gonna like build him for set 2 and play with him, and then they released a new one. I'm just gonna wait for that. I'm not gonna torture myself until later. Won't be in set 4 meta. How dare you? I'll make him be in set 4 meta. He will show up in pie charts and in tier list, whether you like it or not. So Scott ain't that good, even outlast Varga. It's good. It's not that Varga's like, it's not like it's better than Varga. I think it's just overall, it can play into decks better. The deck is good, right? People think of it as like a defensive deck. It's really not. It also is really offensive as well, because it has 5 attacks. Vanguard has a crit. Everyone gets +5, right? You can hit really big numbers at the version. So the deck is really good. It can probably, I don't know if it can outlast Varga, to be honest. I feel like it has a really bad matchup into Varga because it keeps losing its front row, right? So it keeps losing the grade 3s, and it has to guard really big attacks, and you can't push them as hard. So I feel like it's a pretty ironically bad matchup into Varga, but I could be wrong about that. Momoke comes out from nowhere. Oh, Rora is just your rush deck. Well, I think I might actually drop money for the Alden DSR. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll find out if that's really the case on next Tuesday. But it did say alt art. They specify. They went out of their way to say that. Also, these 2 girls are really good. These 3 girls are really good. People are just really sleeping on them, in my opinion. But they're definitely. I'm not saying they should be like here or anything like that. But they're really good. A+, I can't lose the Alden. He's gonna get bodied. I'm telling you. He's gonna get chopped in half. He has to lose. It's probably just gonna go back and forth, right? I feel like he has to lose. Makoto's gonna win. They're gonna make no. I don't know which of the girls is gonna win. That's the hard one. I don't know if Makoto's gonna lose or if Nao's gonna lose. I guess if all the boys lose and Taizo wins, I think that's fine, right? If they do it that way, where like Sho loses, Taizo wins, and then Masanori loses, but then Makoto and Nao win, so then just Akina has to win, but then he loses, right? And then they do the final match. So that would be nice because Makoto needs a win. Now could use a big win also. So we'll see. Wings over eye situation? Not gonna lie. Leo with wings over eye situation? Oh. Maybe. I doubt it, but we'll see. Wings are gonna win, making it 2-1. Both girls lose, and then Akina wins. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the opposite. I think it's the situation we discussed before, where Akina loses to Hikari, but then he gets to fight again anyways because they're tied. And one of them gets to fight. I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up being like that. Speaking of DSR, you're gonna participate in the BSR side quest / anime quiz, trying to get the Seek BLR Multa. Yeah. I will 100% be participating in that. Hopefully I can do that while also playing, but we'll see. Hopefully they'll do something scamming where it's like, alright, start of round 2, okay, also start of the quiz, and you have 5 minutes to fill it out. 2 Zerga L's in a row would suck, but Masanori can bite the curve in 4K. Yep. He can lose. I do not care. The only other character I see losing is maybe now. Like, Mikoto needs to win. She has to win. Otherwise, like, ooh. So Masanori can lose easily. Sorry, it's really not gonna affect him or anything or Zorkar. So like, that's really, there's no point in Masanori winning. He does not need to win, right? He does not need to win. Whereas Alden kind of does, right? So yeah, she better win. Alden needs to win, and Makoto needs to win. Mikoto Destined 1 has to be really bad for her to win. I mean, it's just a cat girl, sorry. Give us something. So jump around for the side quest. So us who can't make to the tournaments can see how hard the trivia questions will be. So originally, fun fact, before the new barrel was announced, I was going to do one of those like road to BCS or road to worlds kind of vlog series on the channel, but it was going to be like themed around like what would it take for Barrel Magus to win a BCS. So I was going to go to a bunch of BCSs, get my ass bodied with old Barrel Magus, and see if I could win a BCS that way. But now we got the new Barrel Magus. So I might end up still doing that. But yeah, that'll be coming soon. I think it's gonna be a good plot twist to have now lose against Messiah. I mean, that could happen, but I don't know if that does anything for the character. Like, I feel like Jinky needs to win. Man, Makoto needs to win. Her fucking garbage cat lady, she doesn't need anything. She's a Kyoma level tier 5 background character. She's not important, right? The Now girl, that one's a tough one. That one can go either way. But I feel like they're gonna give Now the win. Like, Spencer lose. I mean, he beat her, so he's already seen her lose. It's not the first time he's seen her lose, right? So, but yeah, that's all I had. Alright. Okay. Already in 40 hours. I don't know if I want to go into testing now, but maybe we'll do that on Thursday. Maybe we can do some rear fights or something like that. But we'll chill for a bit. Nagas wins against unimportant jobbers who play hero. Wow, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? That man has a son. How dare you call him not important? Unbelievable. He's the most important character in the whole series. Man's got laid. Man had a child. He takes care of the child. Child looks up to him. Unbelievable. What's his name? You think you're gonna trick me like that? Like I don't know his name? Unbelievable. Plot twist, Vladimir just shows up and deletes everyone. I don't think that man's gonna be doing anything for the rest of the season, to be honest. I do not think he's gonna be doing anything, which is a bit unfortunate. Which I guess is fine. Like if he doesn't do anything fight-wise, I think that's okay. If he just ends up like getting character development outside of fights, I think that'll work. We'll see. It's supposed to be a show's assless plot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna develop. Right, I guess they're in the same school, so they could like talk or whatever. But yeah, they have no reason to really interact other than the fact that they're in school, right? And he keeps trying to talk to Akina. We'll see. We'll see what they do if they ever get any downtime to do any of that, right? Because we have what, 4 fights left, 5 with the last one, right? And we're in episode 3, so that's 8. So we have episode what, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we still have 9, 10, 11, 12. So we still have 4 episodes unaccounted for. So we'll see what happens. And I'm in a situation where it's Sho versus Hikari, because the only way we know that they will break the spell is via beating them. And it's gonna be Akina. Joe's not gonna be able to fight again, I don't think. He already lost. I think it's the kind of thing, once you lose, you can't fight again. unless it's like the tiebreaker scenario. That's the only time they'll fight. And they're not gonna do show up for this. It's gonna be the main character versus the main character. Unfortunately, not to like throw down anyone's ideas or anything like that. It's just that Bushiroad doesn't. They don't break the mode. They don't break the mode. They just follow routine. It's just, it is what it is, right? All right. That was a lot. I think Thursday we won't have a lot. I think Thursday's just 2 cards for old. Sorry, they're jeweled and for Leonord. We'll probably get a card of the day tomorrow, I think, for Astrom, and we'll get the card of the day for Christianos, I think, on Friday. Oh right, we're getting the double recyclers. That's right. So we'll see that. Yeah, we'll test those. Hopefully they're in CFA. They probably won't be. But yeah, I have all my money worth on the Dark States one, making barrel really good. So hopefully that doesn't suck. We'll see. That's fair. Just a counterpoint to an idea. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mean to like make it seem like I'm shutting down your idea. I just mean, unfortunately, the company's just ass, and they just won't discuss what they were seeing. Love you guys. Yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by, for sticking through it. We'll be back Thursday. We'll go over that stuff that I just mentioned, and if you guys want, we can hang out in the Discord. Again, we're having a tournament this Friday, and we can talk more about stuff there as well. Make the double R card the card that fits the missing spot and bug. Oh, no, screw that guy. Barrel Magnus. Stop talking about bugs. Barrel Magnus. Kidding. But yeah, well, hopefully it does something. I don't know what it's gonna do. Both? Yeah, hopefully both. I don't know what they're gonna do because we kind of have generics that kind of do a lot of different things. So for it to fulfill a brand new role, I honestly don't know what they're gonna do. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna follow the pattern where it's like same effect for all of them, and then like another nation type effect. But we'll have to see. Everyone get grade 2 and impulses. I mean, that helps barrel out. That helps barrel out. So I'm not against that, but we'll see. But all right. You guys had a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, or what have you. We'll see you guys back Thursday or in the Discord. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard and have yourselves a damn good one.